Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. Thank you everybody tuning in live today from the Cribski. We are back today in person to talk everything NBA playoffs. You know what the deal is. NBA playoffs back in full swing. Just wrapped up the final playing game with the Pelicans and the Kings, and Pelicans came out on top of that one, sending the Kings home packing. So we got the entire bracket set. I don't know if you want to hop into it right away. You want to talk about the teams that got eliminated? How you guys want to do this?
With that.
Yeah, we start with entire playoff episode.
I feel like the Bulls one is going to be the same thing as we've always been telling the Bulls. They have no identity. I feel like they don't know what they're doing still. But
would you want them to blow it up or wait for their savior, Lonzo Ball?
Oh God,
oh man, I actually pray he plays, but
he should be back next year for sure, like 100%, or he's kind of done.
You could give it another year, but it's like DeMar's getting older.
He's gonna resign there for sure.
Yeah,
they'll give him the most money.
He must. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is gonna offer him a whole lot.
Think about it. Where else does he fit?
They should honestly this year trade Zach for like not this year, this offseason trade Zach for some stuff like some complimentary players. But if they fail next year, then just blow it all up. Like trade DeRozan for what you can.
You definitely have to trade Zach.
They gotta blow it up now. They ain't really wait next year. What the hell?
Well, the whole reason is
he asked me if Lonzo. Yeah, he said like this is if they expect Lonzo to be somehow healthy. Like,
oh hell no. It's not that I don't expect him to be healthy, but even if he does play, it's like you can't rely on a dude who hasn't played basketball in 3 years to save your
franchise.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I agree.
Even if he does play, he's going to be on some Jonathan Isaac play 10 minutes for like the entire season.
I'd say
the playoffs though.
But I'm saying you could trade Zach for some decent stuff.
I'd say keep the young guys, get rid of the older guys. I know you're saying DeRozan's going to resign. I get that. I guess you have to do what you have to do. I mean, to win basketball games, you got to sign him. I would let him go if I were you guys, and focus on rebuilding for the next 2 to 3 years, and go from there. Maybe get a star later. But right now, there's not a lot of options. I think you guys have to blow it up.
I think we all agree that you have to trade Zach though, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%. If you keep him, that's legit. There's an F and there's an F minus. And there's one where you keep Zach. That's what happens when you keep Zach. You're below F minus.
Because they re-signed Kobe last year on a team-friendly contract, and he's definitely worth way more after this season.
Damn, your MIP right there. 40-point playing game, baby. You know what I'm saying?
So you have to keep him on that roster, especially what you're paying him. But, Zach needs to go. And then DeRozan, you could trade him.
Sign and trade?
Not sign and trade, but you can trade him for
I think Vucevic is the number one piece to go for me, because what I've seen with the other players, like Kobe White, Caruso, the times they have success is because it's on defense. It's on the defensive side of the ball. You got Drummond hustling, rebounding. You got Caruso locking up the perimeter.
Ayo.
Kobe White is one of the best offensive players on the team, and he tries on defense. Ayo, like you said. And I think you kind of got to build around that, like buy into it. If you want to have any sort of success, because like you said, they don't have an identity. So to find that, I think that's what they need to do, because the offensive game hasn't really been there besides when they had Lonzo. But again, I don't think you can rely on him to save the team. So maybe
they need a shot blocker like Clint Capella or something.
I was thinking Nick Claxton, because he's up for a contract. He might get traded. I don't know if it's a swap and like they give some additional picks, or maybe he goes to a third team or something. But I think he would fit perfectly into that identity with like the defensive hustle type of players, and I think that's what they should do personally. But
is Butch's contract almost?
The Lakers try to get.
No, he re-signed last
year. Yeah, you got to trade him then.
You know where I think DeRozan might fit is the Kings. I think the Kings, their problem is they need another scorer that's legit, like him or Zach, someone that just focuses straight up on scoring.
They didn't have Malik Monk like at the end of the season, so
they still were 9th seed though. They weren't supposed
Malik
to
went down like 2 weeks before, didn't he? Before the season, or like 3 weeks.
Regardless,
that's a lot of games.
The best that they could have done is 8 through 10.
I don't know if he fixes what they have.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, he's not going to fix what they have. They need someone that's like a certified bucket getter. That's a starter. I think Keegan Murray is a good asset, but I think he's capped with his ability. If you can trade him and get something else along with picks, that'll push you forward.
I'm not trading Keegan Murray.
If you want to push forward now for a chip or try to,
you're trying to get a star then?
Yeah, you need someone like a star that can just score.
Yeah,
but you have 2 damn near All NBA players, Fox,
and that's not enough.
And then Sabonis All NBA caliber. I know it's just I don't get.
So what are they missing?
I think they messed up because they kind of saw what happened last year. They made it to the 2 seed or whatever, and then they said, okay, we look good. We finally made the playoffs, and they bought into it by re-signing Harrison Barnes, signing like Chris Duarte, a bunch of vets, and I don't think that was the right decision personally, because I think they should just continue to let their young dudes develop and grow like that. We see with OKC and like Houston Rockets what that can do. So I kind of think they They didn't make like horrible decisions because they didn't pay anyone like a crazy amount of money, but still like they kind of hamstrung themselves with the role players they can get because of the extensions they signed to these dudes that like they did good last year, but this year they're not cutting it.
Yeah, you definitely need to get rid of Harrison Barnes though. There's no need to get him on your roster no more.
He's like 55.
Maybe he's a decent vet, bro.
No, but he's not.
Paying him like,
still,
he has
a decent contract.
20+ mil?
He doesn't have a vet contract like.
Then that's not good. If it's not team friendly, I understand.
You can trade him, Werder, and Monk or something
totally okay
for a star. If you want to keep Keegan that bad, you have assets that you can trade plus picks.
He make it 18 mil a year.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
For sure.
You got to divide that by at least like 4.
Yeah, he got to be making like 10 is fine, but 18 like
10's the limit I'm giving him. Even that seems high, but 10, money's
with the growing.
Yeah, I think that they should keep Keegan though, because like at the end of the day, you need high level role players. He's like a
3-and-D guy.
like you see how the Nuggets improve when
he won him that first play game.
Yeah, when MPJ, literally it's like with the Nuggets when MPJ is hot, they're not gonna lose that game. You know what I mean? Keegan Murray's the same way.
I agree.
So
that's a good comparison.
Trade Barnes, Monk, and
they're
Kevin.
damn near the same nigga. Like besides,
Why do you want to get rid of Monk so bad? He's a demon 6.
Well, because you want to get somebody else like who can replace what he does in a starting lineup role.
But he's a 6 man. Why? Like
someone else can take his role.
Figure out something to get another. Why do you have to get rid of your 6 man?
XXX.
I feel like they just wouldn't.
I think he should start. I think they should. Well, I mean,
start Monk.
No, I think they should start Fox and Keon because I like the defense Keon Ellis brings in the backcourt.
He's not enough though.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you get the trade, you've traded for a wing, right? That package for like a wing 2 type of player. His positionless basketball. So
someone who just takes Barnes'
spot. You start Fox, you start Keon, whoever you trade for. I don't know, like whoever that wing.
We'll say DeMar.
Yeah, let's say DeMar. Then you got some
Mikal Bridges.
Then you got I don't know, maybe you flip somebody, you slide Trey Lyles in there. I feel like he could do the same thing that Harrison Barnes could do for a way less.
I could do what Harrison Barnes
expensive price.
Yeah,
I could do that.
Their team is good. It's just
Keegan
like
Murray's there. I've completely forgot about him, but yeah, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, the guy you trade for, Keon Ellis, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, they have a good team construction. It's just like if you want to get over the top, you need one more guy because they have 2, like Gabe said, damn near all NBA players. Sabonis should be all NBA this year, and I think Fox was last year, wasn't he? Or he was close to it.
He's averaging 27 this season.
He was clutch player of the year last year. Yeah, he's a demon regardless.
He's a demon regardless.
So you need to get somebody else that can like put up the same amount of points in that system. I think Zach or DeMar would be a good fit, and then that'll help you at least try to compete for a championship because one more piece is what they need.
I want to see what happens with Zach. I want to see Zach. I want to see Zach have like a good chance.
He'll definitely get a chance next year.
He's gonna get traded for nothing. Yeah. Mark my words. He's gonna get traded for like pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like Drew Holiday. Literally got traded for Malcolm Brogdon and something else.
That's so crazy, man.
It's crazy how Malcolm Brogdon won 6 man last year and is like irrelevant completely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's teams.
A whole season, and no one cares. Like no one cares what you did.
It's just like he's done. I mean, I'm not saying done, but like he had no impact on winning this season.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
nobody on the
Trailblazers did. To Portland. Yeah, what's he gonna do?
Yeah, no one on
he's not LeBron.
I'm saying life comes at you fast.
Yeah, people still buy Portland Blazers tickets. Or like,
it's like I hope they wasn't expecting him to go there and lift
no shit is cheap.
Hey, respect though. Hey, we didn't talk about this, but Skook actually finished the season off well.
He actually did. He actually did.
He actually hit some game winners, hit some big shots for them. So
you think he's actually gonna be good? I mean, it's only 1 year, but
he's still a lottery pick, bro.
I don't think he's gonna be asked, but I don't think he's gonna be like.
I've seen lottery picks.
I know, but it's been one season.
At this rate, he's gonna be
he had a good finish for the year.
Yeah, like.
And I like what I saw. You know, what I'm saying is he's a lottery pick. I know he had a bad first half, but the last end of the season, it's promising. You know, I can't say it's gonna be shit after next year. But what I saw at the end, I like, and I can't wait to see what he does next.
Yeah, but we say that about Jalen Green. He'll go nuclear at the end of the year, and
Jalen Green's Jalen Green.
Like at the beginning of the year,
Jalen Green averaged 38.
I'm just saying, I believe I'm a Jalen Green believer, but I'm just saying people go good at the end. People are good at the end of the season, so that really sometimes.
I know what you're saying though. Yeah,
I saw Drew Eubanks average 20 and 10 2 years ago or something like that.
But for rookies, it's different because it's like this is the first year in this league. Like they catch their stride in the second half.
Yeah.
But they figure it out. They hit the learning curve. They take time.
Some
people like Wemby already
they've never played as many games in their entire basketball career. So
I remember talking about him and Wemby, that game that they had overseas when they both had 30 points. So Scoots the next, Westbrook, yada yada. Yeah. Took him second. I guess the Hornets are right. Brandon Miller is him. So
Brandon Miller's nice.
He is nice.
This is a good draft class. Well, Chet, but this draft class is still, I like this draft class.
This rookie class.
I was talking with Gabe. Do you think Pods is the third best rookie in the class?
Third best?
After,
if you think about it,
Brandon
I want to
Miller?
see who you guys think of. Think about player. Actually.
No.
Who's better than him?
I'm trying to think.
Do you think Jaime?
I was gonna think him.
I think Pod's had a better season. overall.
I'm missing somebody for sure. Let me pull this draft up.
That's true. Jaime was only like in like.
If you can't trade it off, it
was just like stretches. He had like really good stretches.
Exactly. And Pods is good for the whole season.
Right now, bro.
Pods is good both ends of the floor. Very good.
Yeah. Tracy Jackson Davis
Jaime is
too
good
is
on
top
defense
5,
too, but he's just
top 7.
not nearly as much PT though.
But that's still good. You have 2 top like 8 rookies. Top 7.
I think he's top 5. Who else is better?
I don't know. I just can't think of.
I like Amen Thompson.
Oh, yeah,
oh, we said the same thing. We didn't think of anybody, and that one like the Thompson twins.
No, one of them. The Detroit one wasn't good. He was good at the beginning of the year and then fell off at the end.
Yeah, pretty much. Keontae George is good, but I don't. He's there about the same level. I would say.
That's
and Keontae George plays on an ass.
You said the exact same thing, Hassan. We did the same
so
players.
Literally, all 3 of these dudes, the Lakers, dude. The Lakers, it was Keontae George. Then the Lakers took Jalen Hood-Schifino.
Cam Whitmore,
Jaime Jaquez, Brandon Pajemski. Cam Whitmore.
Dude, we didn't even crack that.
Could have packed any of them. Yeah.
What is it? The disrespect will be louder than the
no. That's not. Yeah, don't say it because it won't be true.
How does it go?
Keep the disrespect will be as loud as a respect, something like that. But I know what you're trying to say, but he won't be able to get that tweet off ever. He's not even cracking the rotation. Dude, is he even watching the games on the bench? I don't even see him on the bench.
He's South Bay, bro.
He's not good, man.
He's not even watching the games for free.
I wanted to believe in him too at the beginning of the season, but
yeah, he missed out on
even his spot minutes is just ass. Like he just does some dumb shit.
He got flight reacts jumper.
Literally, dude.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Pods. He had a good rookie season. He'll be on the rookie teams.
Yeah,
I think he'll be first. I think Pods will be first.
He's definitely top 5 at least.
Yeah.
He's definitely top 5.
I think he's 3
at the very least.
Unless you want to get one of the Thompson
it's
bros.
It's going to be Miller.
He's top 5.
It's going to be Chet, Miller, Wemby, Pods, and Jaime probably.
Thompson was good. The Houston one.
Man, yeah.
Houston
probably
Thompson
second
was good.
He only started going crazy when
second
Sengun went out.
Yeah,
that's when he started using.
Just like every Rocket player.
It's funny because his brother was doing good at the beginning of the year. Remember, he was averaging like 8 rebounds and a couple blocks.
Yeah,
he was a defensive.
He had a million steals a game. Like in the beginning of the year.
They're both elite defensively already. They just gotta get any type of jumper.
Who's the next like couple good players from that draft? I'm blanking.
Bro, it's their rookies. Relax.
Nobody.
Cam Whitmore.
Yeah.
Bilal Kulo, whatever his name is.
There's a lot of good players, bro.
Koulibaly.
Derek Lively.
Lively, yeah, he's good.
Oh, Derek Lively was great. Yeah.
He'll actually have a role in this playoff series too. So
I like it.
There's some players here that I can name. Y'all may not know about them like that.
Who?
I know everybody.
Okay.
I'll tell you what team they play for. Kidding. No, don't ask me.
Y'all Noah Clowney? Y'all don't even know. Nah. See,
Clown?
He was
a team.
Clown.
Yeah, y'all know about him.
What
Chris
team?
Murray.
Yeah, Chris Murray's the Blazers.
Yeah.
Isn't that thing
Marcus Sasser?
Yeah. Sasser, yeah, he's on the Pistons.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a good scorer.
Quickly a lot. He's like that.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Only know him because of fantasy, bro. It's tough. Have to watch the Pistons games and suffer.
And shout out to I want to work Gigi Jackson.
Gigi, I was about to think of him too.
Dude, you know he was on Chris Paul's AAU team. It's crazy. He was he's getting old. Chris Paul. It's another kryptonite to the Warriors this year.
Gigi Jackson is the youngest player in the league. If he was in this year's draft, they're saying he would be like easily a lottery pick this year.
Damn, and he was like a late first, wasn't he?
The second round pick last year.
This draft was strong. They had good players.
Yeah. Last year's draft was.
You always find somebody.
This next draft, well, we talked about it.
You'll still find.
That could be a different video.
There's no way 60 players are bad.
It's definitely good players.
No, this is where like I saw people saying this is where scouts like love these type of drafts. They could find like gems like
do their job.
Do their job.
Do their job.
Alex Sar, first overall pick.
All right, we can get it to the playoffs.
All right.
You can choose what you want to do. Do the honors.
All right, let's get into the brackets. I'm gonna see if I can pull them up here. Actually, I'm going to NBA.
All right, make a compy.
Do we even talk about? You didn't want to talk about the Hawks?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did we talk about the Hawks already?
No, we did on the live.
On the live, right? Oh, okay.
We can talk about Hawks.
There was a bunch of trade shit that came out in the past 2 days, right?
Oh, well, just project like.
What stuff coming out? Or what stuff like leaking?
They were just projecting like legend.
Where do you want him to go?
So I want to go to
Spurs.
Yeah. That's like the most. No, I seen that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
dude, there's no worst defender in the league by far.
Yeah.
Offensive rating. I was watching a Jimmy High Roller video.
You saw the 100-0.
Yeah,
I love Jimmy High Roller.
Yeah.
So he literally doesn't try in any defensive possession.
That's crazy.
Depending on how he scores.
Yeah, it's just like D'Lo. Obviously, he's not Trae Young offensively, but it's this year.
He gets some passing lanes at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could tell he tries his hardest. Like he actually locked in on the defensive.
Yeah, you'd rather have a good role player than a star that doesn't play defense.
Yeah, like
he's a superstar Taylor.
So I don't even think it's worth. I don't even think it's worth the 9-point jump.
His offense.
I don't even think it's worth the 9-point and like 3 assist jump. Like
Yeah, we'd have to give up a lot for him. Like we'd have to give up more than D'Lo. It'd be like D'Lo, Reeves.
But he gives you a better.
I'm good on that.
His defense probably
gives you a better
more.
chance of winning it all though than D'Lo.
Nah,
for sure. Say if you just
for what you had to give up, no, like he's not gonna.
Him stuck at the same spot.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a different offense with him.
I think he changes
the defense is so bad though.
Style of the game.
Like we need.
I think it needs to be on a mega defensive team like Wemby.
Davis.
That's why I like the Spurs for him because Wemby's a good start. They got hella cap space. They could draft defensive wings like the Lakers.
Hide him. You can
we got who we got. Like, and we'd have to trade more players for Trey. It's like we'd only be gutting our.
We'd end up like the Suns. Like
get rid of Reeves.
Pretty much. AD would have to hold down the entire defense. Like,
I'll take that.
Why'd you want to get rid of Reeves though? I mean, he does what he does as well.
Trey Young, I'll fucking want Trey Young.
No.
Reeves and D'Lo.
No, I wouldn't trade that. I wouldn't trade
both of them.
Both
of them is crazy.
They just work off LeBron so well.
Yeah,
it's chemistry.
So much better off ball. Like even Trey Young's off ball is like horrible.
Yeah, you don't think Trey Young can do a catch and shoot from a LeBron drive?
Bro, he can do a catch and shoot, but he doesn't move without the ball.
We see what DeJounte, the dude does not want to play basketball when he doesn't have the ball.
Yeah, exactly. He'll just stand there.
What about when he's in LA? Mindset changes. You know, everything clicks.
It's either bad or good.
He moves off ball. He listens to LeBron.
I don't want to find out. Another team could find out.
Because he can be really bad. Like you know how LA fans get.
Only got like a couple more.
No, but you're not all the LA fans. LA fans, if he's not playing defense, they'll get on him, and he might be worse.
Correct, but I'm trying to be the devil's advocate in the scenario. What if it does work out? What if he does? You know.
Hey Gabe, can I get some of those?
Yeah, of course.
It'll be interesting for sure.
Check.
We here.
It'll be good to watch. It'll be like. It'll be
him and AD would be a very, very good duo.
Yeah,
I'm not even kidding.
It'll be entertaining for sure. But
what's the ceiling though?
Championship?
No, gotta be championship. It gotta be
ceiling is chip.
I don't see
if it's not chip, then
what, conference finals?
Yeah, probably.
But that duo
you got there last year. So like, what's the?
I just don't see him playing well with LeBron and AD. Like if it's just AD and then we fill the rest of the roster out, I get it.
Yeah, no, not with LeBron for sure. Because if he's ball dominant, then. What's Trey Young? He's like he's there for nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna be so bad.
LeBron and AD, and then we have the scraps left over after the trade. Like I don't like that.
We would have to
have a crazy amount of picks or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It would literally have to be like Bron off ball.
No hell no.
Every play like if we had Trey.
Yeah, because Trey's not like Kyrie type.
But if Bron slashes, Trey's finding him.
It doesn't matter.
And AD. Ooh.
It's like LeBron can play off ball, but Trey can't. That's the real issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I feel like you have to talk yourself into believing it.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have LeBron have the ball than Trey, to be
literally.
Yeah.
But if Trey's on team, Trey has to have the ball.
Exactly.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have Mitchell instead of Trey?
Yes. Because he plays off ball.
Yeah,
would you trade D'Lo and Reeves for Mitchell?
Yes.
I would.
Yeah, that's a good fit.
Both of them?
Yeah,
I guess so. I mean, Donovan.
Donovan like could average.
Yeah,
I don't want to say like mathematical wise, but he could average what Reeves and D'Lo average
together.
Obviously not. But
no, you can't.
Not that far off.
27. Yeah.
But
I think they average like 33 together.
I mean like over.
Yeah, he could average 30. He averaged 30.
Dude, just start Gabe Vincent and then have the other two play if he's healthy.
Gabe Vincent plus Donovan is more than D'Lo plus.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. It's like overkill.
At least
it might happen.
Get a full game season.
I actually don't hate that because if Gabe Vincent plays like he did against the Pelicans in the playing game, then I'm cool with that.
I want Miami Gabe back, bro. I want Miami Gabe.
Relax. He's been
he's been hurt, man. He's been hurt.
No, but that Miami playoff Gabe was different breed.
He
got to lock in. Watch out.
I'm happy that Gabe is playing well again. I'm happy. Fellow Gabriel myself. Shout out to the man.
Shout out to the man.
Gotta support the Gabes.
The Gabe Association.
Big up to the Gabes, yeah.
You know.
You feel me?
All right.
These playoffs, bro.
Choose what you want to do. Give us the compy intro too.
Okay, hold on. Let me just find a bracket that I can look at somewhere.
ESPN, maybe?
That's what I'm checking. I don't know if they got it already ready for me.
I added some notes with my predictions.
Twitter might have it on the NBA account.
I actually don't think any game will go 7. Just to let you guys know.
Wow, I actually do.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to predict a 7-game series.
All right, I'm just gonna look it up.
I think you find an
Sorry
NBA.
for the lag. Yeah, I just want to pull up a bracket so I can.
But we've never lagged in our
Search
life.
up on the internet.
I typed in playoffs, but
they won't show you a bracket. Internet or the NBA app.
Oh, here it is. I got it. We're here. We are live. We're ready to talk about the bracket. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Let's start off with the East Coast, the least coast. And let's talk about some of those matchups. I want to start off with the 1-8 seed because I think that's interesting. Not really. Without Jimmy Butler, it's going to be, I feel like, a pretty easy walk for the Celtics. Even though the Heat can make it competitive, I think they can steal a game even without Jimmy just because of the coaching and, they are going to give it their all probably every possession. So I think they can steal one. But I think this time around the Celtics are ready. They ain't playing no games.
Yeah, no.
They're going to be ready for the Heat this time, especially because they know what they've done to them in the past. So they have extra incentive against them more so. So I think they're going to take this one in 5 pretty handedly.
I got the Celtics in 4. They're the best team in the NBA with the best record. I think they're not going to play any games, like you said. They're bigger. I mean, no Jimmy Butler for the Heat. They're gonna have to show like the NBA who they are and that they're serious and ready for the playoffs. So in my opinion, they have to beat them in 4, showcase their strength. So I'm going Celtics in 4.
I like that. If they do beat them in 4, they'll send a message.
Yeah,
I like that. I was gonna say the same thing. They got to prove the point. You know, that we're not here to fuck around. You know,
Yeah.
so if they beat them in 4, that's doing exactly what it is. I got the Celtics in 4.
I saw like back to that Jimmy Hyrola video. I think they showed like the shooting percentage crap. They had Peyton Pritchard,
Sam Hauser,
and Kristaps Porzingis all like shooting a crazy percentage.
Yeah, the shot quality of their players. That
Yeah,
was like
shot
the first.
quality.
I tuned into the video, but I popped off. But I saw that part.
Yeah,
It's
and
all
then,
white guys in Boston. It's crazy.
exactly. And then you have the addition of Drew Holiday. They can go small too. Have Horford out there in the wing. Bam's like your biggest issue, but I think they'll clamp him up. And then Tyler Hero's not good when there's physicality. So
No, he cannot
Boston's
rely
physical.
on
I
Tyler
love
Hero
that.
to fucking score.
he's your one. No Rozier or Butler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
So it might be tough.
nigga Bron said.
I hope Hero averages 35.
And especially with
Got dunked
Boston having home court advantage, the series should start out 2-0, and then they'll feel the pressure. And get
I
swept.
think they're cooked.
Yeah.
No Jimmy. They got no playoff or it's over.
It's good for ratings, though. The 4th time that these guys are matching up.
Yeah, but I think it'll be like people will still be hype about it, but with no Jimmy, it's not the same. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Jimmy's
'Cause
the
he was
whole
on the
reason
up
that
and down.
series was
I'm
even.
gonna say
like,
Jaime Hawkins goes like a 40 or 30 piece and gives him one game.
I got
Maybe.
Hero
get
dropping
one.
35.
I think they can get one, but
It'd have to be Miami.
it'd have to be a bad
No,
Celtics
I'm
game.
saying
though,
one
too.
random role
Hero's
player
gonna
like
catch
Duncan
fire.
Robinson
Yeah.
steps
Oh
up.
yeah, Duncan Robinson have fucking
Yeah,
Yeah.
Duncan Robinson can make
9-3
like
game.
7 threes. Like,
Yeah.
Batum
They
type
do have the
shit.
better coach, too. Spo literally
Yeah,
won
That's
the game
true.
today.
I think
They'll
he
put
more
they'll
than
put him in the
7 3s, 10.
positions to like succeed, but
Yeah, but I think
It won't be
hopefully
easy
they have the
dominate,
talent. If they it depends on if they have like the shot making at the end of the day.
'Cause
Eastern Conference Final. Caleb Barnes gonna make a return.
Yeah.
Man,
If you're Boston, you have to come out and send a message to say that you're here.
Yeah,
you gotta
Same
stop
with
them.
like Denver last year. They said, we're here.
Mm.
So we'll see.
I like that. I like that one.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
All right, next one.
Now we got the 4 and the 5 seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Orlando Magic. The Cavaliers, by the way, tanked the last game of the season to get this matchup. So the basketball gods may not look too fondly on them for doing so. But
Karma.
they really need to win a first round series to keep Donovan Mitchell. So I get why they did that. You know, they
Yeah.
wanted the easiest possible matchup, but I think this isn't as easy as they think. Because I think so. The Magic are one of the better defensive teams, especially in the Eastern Conference, and I think the playoffs is where that kind of shows itself because the game slows down. It's a lot more half court game, and I do think they will struggle offensively because of that as well. But I think they're gonna make it competitive. I still think I see the Cavs taking this one because they've been here before. They got players that have been here before. I think Donovan Mitchell being the best player in the series is gonna matter a lot more,
100%.
especially in the playoffs because when you need a bucket, you know he's gonna be the best player on the court at all times. But I do think that's going to be a dogfight. I love what the Magic done this year. Their coach is great. Their young players are great. And this is a good experience for them. I just don't think they'll have enough to take it. I think that the Cavs are going to take this one in 6 games.
Okay, I agree with you. I'm going Cavs. Cavs in 6. I think they literally need to win the series or the whole team is done. They'll blow
Donovan's
it up.
gone.
Yeah, he's gone. You might have to trade the other
Jared
bigs.
Allen might be
Yeah.
gone, yeah.
So they need the series that bad. So I think off sheer willpower that they're gonna have to win this series. And then they have the experience too. Everybody on the Magic besides like Joe Ingles, this is their first time in the playoffs, so they don't really know the intensity of it. Like you said, they're a great defensive team, but you have Donovan Mitchell. That's the best player in the series. So if it's close, you got to choose the best player in the series, in my opinion, and go with that team. Then you have Garland and the Twin Towers as well. And then after what Jared Allen said last year with the lights being too bright, he's gonna have to make up for that. So
I don't know, man.
yeah, I mean, if
That's
they're
why
too
he
bright
knows
this
what
year,
Yeah, I'm about to
expect.
say, yeah, that's what I'm
pack
like.
your bags. I'd even go far as if the Cavs don't make the conference finals, that Mitchell's gone. If they lose in the second round, depending on the matchup,
If
he
it's
might
like
be
the
out.
Celtics, well, it's gonna be the Celtics, isn't it?
No, I think it's the other. They're on the other side of the bracket, right?
No, they face the Celtics.
Oh, okay.
So they're like I don't want to say like prematurely, but if they go to the second round, they're gonna lose against the Celtics, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's a different,
Do you think
topic.
he's gone if they lose this?
Well,
in the
you're
second
telling
round?
me like they
I
gotta go
think
to
he's
Eastern
gone
Conference Finals,
regardless.
but that's
Well,
damn
what's
near
Donovan
impossible.
Mitchell doing there then?
I think
why is he here?
Why are you telling me I'm not done? I want to go
Yeah,
to LA.
trying to
I want
hear
the
your
man to be a
opinion.
Laker.
He didn't want to be there. He got traded there against his will.
Yeah,
do you think he's gonna be gone?
I think he wants to leave regardless.
He wants to go to New
I think
York.
he's cooked.
I think it'll help his cause if they win the first
Spider.
round, but which I think they will too. Going off my guess,
It'll
Definitely-
be too bad.
It's definitely better than losing in the first round. I'll
yeah,
say
it's
that
definitely
much.
better. But I mean,
Give you something to think about at least.
looking at the roadmap a little bit ahead, since if you do win this, you're gonna probably most likely lose to the Celtics. Then you're like, okay, what do we do now? Like after you're Donovan Mitchell, you're like, dude, you probably got to request a trade.
So
But,
even
like,
if they lose, or even if they win this series, everything's done within the next.
well,
series?
it's like you're versing Thanos in the next round. You're not gonna win. Like,
yeah, but I
you're
mean
probably
that
not gonna
changes
win.
the direction of your franchise,
Well,
right?
that depends. Do they give him a fight or do they like get clapped?
I say Celtics in
context
5.
matters.
Celtics
5 or
in
6.
5. That
5 or
team is
6.
really
But
stacked.
I understand.
know
I
yet.
understand
The
what we
Celtics
think,
is-
but like it
yeah.
also matters what actually like if they put up a better fight than we thought. Maybe Donovan's like, shit,
Oh.
we're not that far away.
If they go to 7 and it's a dog fight, that's a different story. Context matters. But if they get whooped in 5 and Donovan's averaging and like Donovan's averaging 25 plus and the other guys are like being
Yeah, if
scrubs
they
again,
can't hit shit,
like
yeah.
last year, Donovan tried his best, blah blah blah.
I mean, yeah,
and
but
the other guys
he had
suck.
a- he had
He's
bad
gonna
games
want to
too.
bounce,
I saw a quote from him saying that he doesn't really care if they make it. Like people only care about if you make it to conference finals or to the finals. They don't care if you make it to the second round.
Did he
So,
care?
That's what he said.
He said those words. He
Yeah,
said
he
people
said
don't
people-
care.
Yeah,
People don't care if they
I
didn't
mean,
make
you've
it to
never
the
been to
second round. They only
conference
care if
finals. Of course, you fucking say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think he's prematurely saying that if you don't make it to conference finals, I'm out of here.
Hey,
so it doesn't really matter if they
LA
win
made
this
it
year
to
or not.
conference finals. He
Yeah.
can come up and pull up with the same vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
all.
context definitely matters. Someone gets hurt, you never know if you're
Yeah.
hot. But I mean, what are the Celtics? Not with the Celtics. What are the Cavs doing if they don't get past the second round?
Rethink
first.
their whole team. Honestly,
I think you keep
not-
Garland and Mobley, but then everybody else got to go.
You lose back-to-back first-round appearances. You lose against what? Weren't the Cavs the favorites in that series, or it was close? Regardless, right?
Against the Knicks, right?
Regardless,
They
It was
can never
close,
stay
yeah.
healthy either. Every season they get hurt, like during the year, and then they just like never struggle to get. They struggle to get chemistry going.
Yeah.
and then if they lose to the Orlando Magic team, first time in the playoffs in damn near forever, with a young team who just made
That's
it to the
bad.
playoffs,
That look
that's
would be
bad
bad.
looks.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
So that
Losing
point,
to the Celtics, okay, but if you lose to the Magic, that's bad looks.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I personally would
He's
give
gonna
this.
request he's not gonna get back on the plane if they lose to the Magic.
Judging from what you guys said, Best said a lot of good things about the Magic and what the Cavs are looking like. I'd give it to the Cavs in 7. And the reason I'm giving it to the Cavs in 7 for this one is they got the best player and they got home court. So I mean, for those, I think it'll be a dogfight. It'll be a close match because this is I like what the Magic do, and the Cavs are the Cavs. They have experience, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
I give it 7.
Cavs in 6. I don't know if I said that.
You did.
Okay.
I agree with Gabe.
Seven?
I'll say I'll go 7. Yeah.
I
And
think
sometimes I want to give Magic some type of edge because they've been playing so well, and they ended last season really good, and they just built off of that the entire season this year. So it's like I want to give them some props, but I guess playoffs does come down to experience a lot of the times. But we've seen the Cavs show like hella weakness, not even just through the season, but through last postseason too. So like part of me wants to go with the Magic, but I think the experience will hopefully, and like you said, the pressure that the Cavs organization has
too much, man.
to succeed at in some form or fashion. Like
Players will only
So
leave like people lose their jobs too.
yeah, so I'm gonna say Cavs in 7, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Magic pulled it out in 7.
Hey, if Jonathan Isaac be
But-
guarding Donovan Mitchell, it might be ugly. You know,
Yeah.
More than
he's
12 minutes
locking
a game.
up.
You got
Yeah, more than
Isaac,
12.
Suggs, Cole
Harris.
Anthony's not bad either. Yeah.
You got Black.
Harris.
Black.
You got Anthony,
Anthony
Black.
Black. This is
Yeah,
gonna be a good
the
series
Magic
for
are a
sure.
serious
Paulo's
team.
him too,
You got the
man.
Walker
Yeah.
Bros.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be the
Paulo's
one I'd predict 7 if I.
I'm a
thought
big
it'd go
Paolo
7.
believer.
How far away is Paolo from Mitchell this year? Do you guys think? Like realistically,
Wait,
Well, okay, what's
Skill
Paolo?
player-wise?
5 out of 10. What's Paolo? Or sorry, out of 10, what's Paolo?
what do you mean?
Skill wise, out of 10.
Skill? That's a weird question. I don't know how to answer that.
Well, what's
I can
Donovan?
tell you what I
One
think
out of
top
10?
player, like top player.
No, just 1 out of 10 skill wise. What do you think he is compared to the NBA?
Like an
Like
8.5 out of 10. He's
So then-
he's a really good player. He's a
If he's
borderline
an 8.5, then Mitchell's like,
borderline all star, and Mitchell's like a 9.5.
Paolo is an all star though. He made the all star team.
Yeah, he did.
Like
You know what I
legit-
mean? Like,
legit all-star.
yeah.
I've seen people put Paolo on All NBA, so
Oh, that I wouldn't do that. But
You
I
literally-
get what they're trying to do.
yeah.
But not me.
yeah.
I think he's an all star and Mitchell's a superstar in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or damn near.
Yeah.
Close to superstar.
Yeah.
I think Paolo's on his way there though.
Yeah.
On his
for
way.
sure.
He'll get
Only
there.
the
I
second
give
season.
him on his way.
Literally put I think the Vooch years for Orlando, the highest they made it was like 8th seed. They're 5th right now, which is insane.
Yeah.
So on his second season.
Yeah.
And what did he average? Like 20 or something like that?
Yeah, 22.
22.
I see so much Vooch memes on TikTok. It's so funny.
If he gets his
Gucci, man.
scoring up and gets like a more consistent 3, like
As he should. He's improving.
yeah,
So
he'll soon be a superstar.
I think next year is when there'll be a problem after they get some experience in the
I like
playoffs.
this matchup though. I like this matchup
Me
a lot.
too.
I think it's
There's
gonna
good
be good. Good. Oh, I can't fucking talk. Just choking on it. Whoa, pause.
What?
Whoa.
It'll be a great first round.
next teams, man. Next teams.
I was insane. I didn't even try that time.
Okay.
So we're not in disagreement for anything right now, huh?
No.
Nah,
so
just
good.
game count.
Now we got the 3 and the
Is it
6
Gabe
seed.
count?
I know game count.
Oh, I said Gabe count. I said,
All right, go ahead.
Now we got the 3 and the 6 seed. The Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Indiana Pacers. Who want to start off?
Pacers
with
in
this
4.
one?
I just have a question for
Give
this
us a
series.
preview.
How many times did the Pacers beat the Bucks this year, guys? You guys know?
I think three
three.
times.
4 times.
4 times.
Yeah,
Damn,
but
they
that
swept.
was before they got Pascal, and also Giannis didn't play in like 2 of those.
And
games.
also, Bucks have Doc Rivers now, so it's kind of like a minus, low key.
This guy.
Yeah, honestly. I mean,
So if you ask me, low key, I'm going Bucks and 6, low key.
Bucks?
Bucks and 6. I think the star power is gonna come out in the playoffs. I know Doc Rivers is like borderline, like he's stupid. Yeah, I know, but I think Giannis is gonna lock in. Dame's gonna lock in.
I don't know if Giannis is even going to
about
play,
to say,
bro.
yeah,
He's not
Giannis
playing
is
game
hurt.
1.
The fuck? Why?
because
He's
he's
really
really
hurt.
calf strain. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
that depends for me if he plays who I pick. It's gonna depend on who I pick.
If he's not playing game 1, who has home court? Milwaukee for sure.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
So if they still went on the road, I don't care if Giannis plays or not. Because that's how big home court
To
is.
me, this is what I'm gonna say. If Giannis misses 1 or 2 games, I still think the Bucks can win. If he misses more than that, I'm gonna take the Pacers.
Remember what happened last year with the Heat?
Oh my fucking.
He's
God.
literally the reason why the Heat won that series.
Yeah, he missed 3 games.
Yeah,
Like
and when he
2.5.
comes back, they already have momentum and it's already done.
That's what I honestly might take Pacers in 7. Because if
I can't give an answer for this because it
have their
really
number.
depends if Giannis plays.
I'm
gonna
going,
say-
yeah, the Pacers
Go
are
ahead.
good. They're a good team. Like they're really underrated right now.
Yeah.
Is Hallie fully healthy or is he still kind of?
No, he's good.
he's
Okay.
good.
He's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Pacers in 6. If they play Pacers brand of basketball and play at a fast pace, especially without
Yeah.
Giannis to start out the series,
Even if Giannis comes back, he's gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
Like his shit is gonna be sore.
he's not gonna be
having
100%.
to run that much.
Well,
Like you
low-key-
said, the addition of Pascal, and then them beating them like what 3 times or 4 times,
times,
and
yeah.
then even in the
Every year,
season
they
tournament too.
swept
Yeah.
So they can't play at their pace. The only thing bad about the Pacers is their defense. Their offense isn't an insane like superpower for them. So they play at their pace. I think the Pacers will take this in 6.
I got a question though. What if Dame solo carries? We seen him do it against. Do you remember the series he had in the playoffs against the Nuggets,
Yeah.
where he's hitting shot after shot
Yeah,
after
who won
shot?
that series?
I know. But what if he can get it done against the Pacers?
Pacers, I think they have too much
I
talent.
think no. I
What
think
if Dame gets him 1 or 2
I
games?
think no. Listen, I think if they do end up winning without Giannis, it's going to be because of the defense, not because of Dame. They're going to have to lock up like what the Pacers are doing and stop them on the fast breaks, like
I
because
don't
the
think
Pacers
they
are
can.
not going to stop them.
But Dame
Yeah,
can
they're
take
too old
over.
though. You think Chris Middleton's broken legs can keep up with these guys for 7 games?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like I
That's
don't
how
know,
they do it.
Maybe they start playing the younger guys more, like AJ Green or something, and then they just chase everyone off the 3-point line. and,
Because
like, that
their
works.
biggest weakness this year was their defense. That's why they're where they're at.
Or they just literally like don't like they crash offensive rebounds, so they don't allow them to get fast breaks or something. Like just limit that. Like that's literally the only way I can see the Bucks winning without Giannis, in my opinion.
Man, because I think Pacers have enough talent with Tyrese, Pascal, Turner, and McConnell's been good at the back end of the season too as a backup. So I think the Pacers take this in 6, man. I don't even think it goes to 7,
Another good matchup.
especially if Giannis is out. And like
The
Omari
favorite
said,
could
if
lose.
he's not gonna be 100% when he comes back. So
Jesus Christ!
The favorite could lose.
inside.
yeah. What'd you say, or Bez? What do you think?
I don't know. Go to Omari. I'm thinking.
He said Pacers, right?
Pacers in 7.
I said Bucks and 6, right? Yeah, I still stand
Bucks
by
in
that.
6.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Giannis is gonna play. If Giannis plays, I'm taking Bucks in 6. If he doesn't play, like I said, if he misses more than 3 games or 3 or more games, I'm taking Pacers in 6. So that's really my answer. I don't have a better one for you. I think Giannis.
You think he's gonna play 3 games?
I don't know. I think even if he's hobbled, they will still win. Like I think just him being out there is enough of a game changer to have them win the series, even if he's not 100.
If I'm honest, I know I'm not winning a chip this year, or I don't think we're gonna be in contention to win.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So if I'm not 100%, I just let this be my cop out series.
Let
Like,
the
I
season
couldn't
go.
play.
Let the season just go.
Yeah,
like
just
that.
let it go. So
No,
I
yeah,
tried to
if
play.
if
This
he's
is
not-
couldn't
still
go.
a 0% chance though, guys. You're talking about an MVP caliber, like let it go. He's not gonna be like that though. We know Giannis.
No, I'm
is.
talking about from a strategic standpoint though.
But you know Giannis is like intensity. Like he's not gonna want to let.
What if they
let
don't
it
let him
go.
play?
Who, like,
If they know the season's cooked
but
for an
it's- I feel-
office?
No, but like you know how Giannis wants to play and win. So if
Yeah.
unless like if for him there's no 0%. You feel me? For Giannis, he's gonna want to play every game to his hardest.
But you can stop him though. For an
I don't
office.
know. Giannis feels like the type of guy who's gonna. Giannis feels like the type
Dude,
of
if he's
guy
not
who's gonna-
100% and you guys they don't have a chance, and like we know this season is kind of cooked for him, I don't think they
I
have
don't
a.
think it's ever a, you know it's cooked. I think it's like a 2 out of 10 chance or like a 1 out of like a 3 out of 10.
So out
I
of
don't
the
think it's
East,
0%.
Out of the East, what would you rank that team?
Out of the Eastern teams,
Yeah, to win a chip.
like third or fourth.
We're
But
talking healthy.
Yeah, healthy.
like third or fourth, or
All right.
even second, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
probably second or third.
I'd give him second because, dude, I know, like, I've seen Giannis do it, and I know
Yeah,
how
depending on matchup.
he's about, depending on his teammate Dame, his co-star. If Dame act like is like former Dame, I could see it happening. That's why I'm not saying there's a 0% chance. There's too many factors at play.
I got you.
You're saying the front office thinks it's cooked? Okay, but Giannis is like, he's gonna want to play and win.
We'll see. I mean, it depends on how many. Like, say if they're down 2-0, then he's not coming back, huh?
I think he will.
Even
If
down
they're
2-0?
2-0, they lost home court advantage. He's not coming back.
Yeah,
bro.
right?
What the fuck?
Saying not coming back to someone like Giannis is crazy, though.
Bro, you're down 2-0, you lost home court. They're not going to rush him back if that's the situation.
No need.
I think he plays after down 2-0.
He played
Am
last
I like
year.
overestimating Giannis' mentality? I know you're saying front office strategically, but Giannis is the type of guy to get out there and play.
No,
I
I
don't
get
know.
you.
I agree with Gabe.
Like, I think he's gonna.
He's the type to be
Weren't
like,
they down
like,
2-0
I gotta-
last
I
year
gotta
against
come
Miami?
I'm
back
coming
and do
back.
something,
Like,
No, they weren't.
Was 1-1?
Yeah. Because they won one game without Giannis. I remember that. I was like, what the fuck?
yeah.
I don't know. 0% chance or front off like cooked is kind of crazy. I'd give it like a 20-30% chance.
I don't know.
I didn't think that 1 year the Celtics made. I think they were gonna beat the Bucks, and they did. Like, but you know,
They had a chance, though. I mean, it wasn't out of the question. I guess
I don't
the
think
Bucks
this is
have
out
a
of the
chance,
question.
yeah.
I don't think it's if you're the second best team in your conference. I don't think it's out of the question. Even
Yeah, I
if
feel you.
the tier above you is a different tier of player. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
the
all I'm
Bucks
saying.
have shown a lot of weakness this year, though. So
They
especially
have.
against the
They
Pacers.
have.
Okay, yeah, that's why.
That's why
Specifically
the
against the
criticism
Pacers.
is fair. That's why it's fair.
Yeah. So I mean, it really kind of depends on Giannis, how many games he plays, if he plays at all. Like, that's really the biggest X factor. And I wouldn't risk it with him personally because, like Hassan said, you're not winning a chip this year. Even if you beat the Pacers in the first round and get to the conference finals somehow, like, I don't see you winning the finals or the conference finals. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't risk Giannis getting hurt and potentially being out next year
Because they would
just
play
to
the
make it
Knicks
extra round.
matchup, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
next 76ers.
But even that one, as like, I'm not
Yeah,
even
that's
saying they
like-
would win that.
Yeah.
So.
That would still be a tough, like,
Yeah,
West
it
Ham
would be.
worn down
It would be.
if he was playing all the way through.
And he's gonna have to guard.
Just a side note, I wish the Lakers were playing like 90% of the Eastern teams right now.
Not every Western team.
Very
I wish the Golden State was too. They'd be in the playoffs.
Bro,
out
I'm
there.
looking at these teams other than the Celtics. I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god.
If they don't win it this year, it's cooked, bro. Celtics.
Who?
Or if they, yeah.
They have to
It's
blow it
actually
up.
win or go home, like win or
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be-
That is actually
we'll
a
have a battle
winner.
for 18.
Go home.
I actually want the Celtics to lose before the finals so bad.
Oh, I'd be
'cause,
so
like,
happy. I'm a hater.
They're fucked. They signed all these dudes to extensions too. Like this
300
is
million
the
for
team.
what, bro? Most paid for what?
No, but even if they bring this team back next year, they could still compete. But it's just
Yeah.
like it's gonna look bad if you don't at least make the finals.
and
you
I'm
know?
gonna laugh.
Yeah, Tatum's legacy
them
is
Hawks
going to be
teams.
affected for sure.
Hawks will get 60 wins.
Yeah,
Just lose.
Bounced.
finals
Bounced.
at minimum. Like it's a disappointment if they don't make the finals.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next.
Yeah,
Next, a good one.
the last series in the East, the 2-seeded Knicks taking on the Philadelphia 76ers.
I have a question before. Who's for sure out in that series in the Knicks? Who's not playing?
Just Randall.
Only Randall?
Yeah.
Hartenstein, Mitch Robinson, they're all cleared. They're all
Yeah.
good to go.
They've
Yes,
been
sir.
playing.
OG's in.
Yes,
They've
sir.
been playing. Yes.
And for the Sixers,
D'Anthony
everyone's
Melton is
only.
not playing.
Oh, D'Anthony Melton, he's a good player.
Man, he is, but
Oh man, he's a good
he's not
player.
going to decide the series.
He's a
Yeah,
good
why
player. But he's not
does
gonna
he,
decide
like-
it. But he's a good player.
He's like, well, now I gotta change my mind, bro.
God damn it!
Shout out to Anthony Melton.
But I like him.
He hasn't
changes
played
everything.
since like November. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
I think
honest.
he's having
Damn.
back issues, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Anthony Melton.
You want to give your analysis, Gabriel?
Oh man, I don't know.
He's
I've been
everything right now.
I don't know. I've been more
This
I've
is a
been
tough
more of a
one.
believer on the Sixers if Embiid is healthy, which I mean he's back. I mean, health is a big question, but
Not that healthy.
he's not that healthy either.
Should good enough.
This is a toss up. I honestly think this can go to 7, but I can't tell you who's gonna win.
I think I'm going 76ers in 6. When it's close, like I said, you got to choose the best player. Best player in the series is Joel
MVP.
Embiid.
Yep.
He's also a center and is a foul merchant, so that's going to help him a lot get his points
We were
up
talking about this.
no matter what. So like
Foul merchant.
we're saying that the
But
Knicks like their brand style of basketball is being physical, so they're definitely going to throw out people to go and foul him or try to like make it uncomfortable for him. But even so, like I think I'm going with the 76ers supporting cast. Maxey is the third best player in the series. I like what Kelly Oubre is doing. He's been scoring like a bunch. He knows his role. Tobias Harris, he'll give you one good game at least. He'll win you one game at
Don't
least.
say that sentence ever. Don't ever say that
He'll
sentence.
give you one good game at least. One.
Give you one good game.
I can't say that.
Maybe. But still, then you have Buddy Hield off the bench too.
might have
He's
a
a 3-point
20-point
shooter.
game.
This is actually his first playoff series ever. I think he had the longest streak of not being in the
That's
playoffs.
crazy.
Just insane. He's been in the league for like 10 years, man.
Like 8-9
Poor
years.
buddy.
Yeah. So I think they have the better supporting cast. But granted, Jalen Brunson's been a dog this year. OG is great. They're great defensively. Yeah. Tom Thibodeau, I think, is a better coach than Nick Nurse. He keeps his rotation tight. Josh Hart might play better and might be the fourth best player on the system he plays. DiVincenzo, he's been shooting lights out as well. So it's going to be a tough series, but close. I'm going to go with Joel Embiid. I think there's no one who's stopping him from dropping 30 or 25 to 30 range. And if you have to elevate in the playoffs to win the series, then you also have they made the trades to give him the complementary pieces like Buddy Hield. Maybe campaign if he plays, I don't know. But they got complementary pieces, so I'm going 76ers.
What if in a theoretical scenario? Actually, never. I'm not gonna ask this question. I was gonna bring up Randall, but would that change the game?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. He's their second best player, and he was All NBA.
Yeah, can't forget that.
Pace for All NBA.
Is he an All NBA player in the playoffs?
No, but
he's a player.
You never know.
This year. Yeah, he don't have to be the one.
It's crazy. Yeah. He loses all aura when he enters the playoffs so far.
This would have been like one of the first times he didn't have to be the one. So
yeah, I think the Knicks won the regular series, but I mean Joel has been out for most of the year.
Yeah. I fully healthy. I would 100% take the Knicks. And right now, I'm still taking the Knicks.
That's funny.
I'll probably take them in 7, keep it in a stack. I think that. I agree that they don't have like a defensive stopper to actually stop Embiid.
Nobody can though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So, one, I don't think Embiid will get the same because the playoffs they pull back on the whistle a little bit. You know, like they don't allow all the baiting or all like the flopping to occur. And I think it'll be a slight production dip. Obviously, it's Embiid, so he's still gonna cook. But I think that if the Knicks can play their brand of physical basketball, but like not just making sure Embiid doesn't do something, but like making sure that it's not the role. They don't have those big role player games that win playoff games. You know?
Yeah.
Like we have to limit Maxey. You have to limit Kelly Oubre. You have to limit. You know, Tobias Harris shouldn't have a good game. You know what I mean? If you let Tobias Harris have a good game, you deserve to lose.
He'll get one, bro. The thing is, back to your point, like their brand of basketball, the Knicks brand of basketball is definitely better than what the 76ers put out because there's the second seed in the NBA for a reason. Without Randall, they were winning games too. So their brand of basketball is better if they can heighten that, then they have a good chance of winning. But
I think they'll do a good job of not Embiid will get his, but stop everybody else. You know,
that's the game plan, right?
Yeah, like that's what you have to do.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm giving Maxey X factor in this series. I think he's gonna pop off. I think they're gonna worry too much about Embiid.
Taking the Sixers or what?
Yeah.
How many games? To that point too, like
7. They got to get one away. I think they're gonna sneak one away, and then the rest they have to win at home.
Embiid's gonna have 12 one game.
It might even be the 7th game too that they win.
Maxey plays his best when he's with Embiid.
Exactly.
Remember that stretch he had? Like he gets open shots.
Dude,
you know,
like Maxey has the ability to drop 50 multiple times. Yes. I know it's regular season, but that is not normal. He's tied for like number, and Embiid is the other person who's dropped 350 bombs in the season. He played half the games.
What percent would you say Embiid is at right now, though?
I give him like 65, 70.
This dude was dropping 34 easily. That's 70, why Maxey 65. Was eating.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think I'm giving too much stock to the Sixers, Embiid and Maxey, but I think I like what they look like enough to beat the Knicks right now without Randall. That's why I'm giving it.
Yeah, like
Sixers and 7.
Brunson and DiVincenzo versus Embiid and Maxey.
I'm giving it MVP the edge.
Band for band. You want to go band for band?
We can go band for band.
I don't know, man. OG is serious.
OG can't stop Embiid.
DiVincenzo had a better season, though.
I think OG's going to take the Maxey matchup and do a good job.
I don't know.
That's X factor, then, huh?
Yeah, if OG can.
Or Tobias.
That's what I'm saying.
Tobias Harris over me. Tobias Harris over me.
But the problem is if OG, oh man, it's gonna be because I feel like I know we're trashing on Tobias, but I feel like Tobias or Kelly could give you some. Like I know Kelly, it's crazy.
Sure.
One game, right?
Right? 20.
Please. I don't see it happening. We'll be real.
5 for 20 from Tobias Harris.
I've seen
it's contract year though, man.
Best fourth option in the world.
Jay Fold with Tobias Harris.
Oh, who did you pick, Bez? Who'd you pick?
I'm gonna take the Knicks in 7.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Knicks in 7.
You take.
Didn't you take the Sixers?
Huh? No, I took the Knicks in 7.
Oh, you said Sixers.
I said Sixers in 7.
No, I said Knicks.
Okay.
He said Sixers.
I think, Embiid's only at like 65%. He's not moving like he is normally, especially as seen in that playing game. I don't think he's gonna recover in time. And I think the Knicks have a good defensive guards to throw at Tyrese Maxey. Well, I don't think the Sixers have good defensive players they could put on Jalen Brunson. I know we say that clip of Kyle Lowry trying his ass off, but he's 38 years old. We got to keep that in mind.
Jalen Brunson's physical too. Like if Kyle Lowry's on him, that's like
But to that point though, like if you want to cancel out their best players, Like both of them are gonna get theirs.
No, hold on, but I'm not. With the best players are different. So let me get to that. So with Embiid, like I said, he's moving at 65%. Now we got to think about the big men they got. So they got Hartenstein, they got Mitchell Robinson, they got Jericho Sims. That's 18 fouls right there. that's they can hack him. They can make him earn the free throws. They're gonna make it tough for him. They're gonna test that meniscus out, or what is it? Meniscus.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make sure he earns these free throws. They're gonna send doubles at him. They're gonna dare other players to make shots. They're going to see if Batum can hit 6 threes again. Like you said, they're going to see if Tobias Harris can have a game. And I just don't think it's going to be enough because I think the Knicks role players are better than the 76ers role players. And the real difference for me in this series is if Embiid gets closer to 100%. That's really the difference because if he can dominate in the paint, there's no stopping him. But I think if he's kind of hobbled and he's settling for jumpers, like in the playing game, he kind of went off in that fourth quarter, but it was a lot of jumpers. Like he had like 2 threes or something like that. Yeah. So it wasn't the normal dominance that we usually expect.
It's moments.
So I think they can contain him because of that and kind of thrive with DiVincenzo, McBride. OG's a great role player. Bogey. If you got you got other players you could throw in there if need be. So I think I like the Knicks in this one.
I'd say this. I agree with you that.
But it's a tough series to pick though.
At the
Knicks,
Knicks,
I got them in 7. Yeah.
When they play their style of basketball, they have a better role players, but individually, I think the 76ers have better role players, so it'll go down to coaching.
Let's see if the role players perform in the playoffs. So I know these guys are good but it's different atmosphere, and like you guys said, what they play, Thibodeau plays like 6 or 7 dudes, right?
Yeah, 40 minutes.
So it's like, we mentioned like 9 players. How many minutes are they gonna get? To impact the game as
9
much?
9 players. Well, it depends.
It depends.
Are we hacking Embiid on purpose?
If they hack Embiid, they're playing the 76ers.
I think Embiid's feasting. I think Embiid's gonna
feast
feast free throws.
I think he goes to the line like 11 times, they're gonna win 11 to 13.
I don't think he'll go 15 times.
He probably averages that, bro. Like in a regular season.
And they win.
He's not gonna go 15 times in a playoff game.
He might.
Unless it's like literally like last second. He gets like
he's a second round
6
merchant
in the last second. You know what I mean?
His numbers drop like
that's why it's the first round. He doesn't count. He says aura.
Outside of the last 2 minutes, he will not have like 10 plus free throws.
I don't know. He's good at foul baiting, man.
Unless he gets a lot in the last 2 minutes.
This man drops like 10 points in the playoffs from his regular season averages.
All right.
Merchant.
He's a dipper.
But then he's not, what's it called? He's not playing the Heat. He's not playing the Celtics. He's playing Mitchell Robinson and Jericho Sims.
No Batman and Bio, bro.
Yeah, like.
But
he's not playing Spo. He's not playing one of the top teams in the East.
And Horford is his kryptonite. He's not versing Horford.
What do you average against the Raptors last year? I think. Good amount.
That wasn't even an easy series. They had to go to 6 with that one.
Low season.
Team was alright though.
I got my tool in.
Wait, did it?
That's Siakam and
Is that the one where Embiid got like a concussion?
Yeah, he had to play with a mask.
Yeah, he always gets hurt, man. That's why he's a merchant.
Yeah,
the concussion wasn't even his fault.
That's who I can't even trust him to continue to stay healthy, much less get healthier.
God, that concussion was so stupid.
Yeah, facts. I think he'll burn out. Like especially
if he does, then
the game goes more than if the series goes more than 6 games.
He's gonna be huffing and puffing in that.
I just hope he's not gonna.
Game 7, like there's no way he's.
I hope that doesn't happen. Like I want to see a good game. I want to see a good series.
Me too. But
talking about Zion,
he's rushing back.
Yeah,
he's a damn near top 3 player, bro. Can you please play like one? That's all I care for. That's all I care about this one.
Nah,
health is an issue.
He's not 100, bro. He's coming off.
He's not 100 exactly.
Hey, at least he got a good week, 2 weeks of games. So at least he's here.
Yeah, at least he's not.
Yeah, he almost fucking tore his shit again.
Right, I know.
He got a few good reps in.
Yeah. All right, that's gonna be a good one. That's the first one we're divided on.
Niggas like 300 pounds.
2 76ers, 2 Knicks.
All right, now let's go to the Western Conference. Let's talk about the 1 and 8 seed. The Pelicans just secured the 8 seed, being the Sacramento Kings on this fine Friday, and they will be taking on the 1 seed Oklahoma City Thunder. Without Zion Williamson, I think this is a pretty easy one to pick. Even with him, I would have still probably picked the Thunder because of what they've done all season.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take the Thunder in 5. I think it's gonna be a pretty easy series for them. I don't even know why I'm giving the Pelicans a game. Fuck that. I think I'm going. No, I'm gonna give him a game because Brandon
Ingram masterclass, bro. Don't count him out.
I think last time they were in the playoffs, he took the Suns by himself to 6. So I'm gonna give him at least one game this year.
He was hot though, man. Right now he's coming back from injury.
You get one a game hot. He's definitely someone that could get you a game.
No, but I'm just saying he was hot going into the playoffs.
Oh
so.
Yeah. You're right.
CJ's not because CJ's cold.
I still believe in the talent to get one game at least. Trey Murphy can hit some shots. So
they'll win a home game.
Yeah,
they have good defense though. As we've seen, as we've proven, they got like 4 or 5 solid defenders on the team. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just gonna say quick.
On Shea,
I'm gonna say real quick. Yeah, I agree with Bez. Bez said it perfectly. No Zion means no wins. I mean, pretty much. I'd give OKC in 4 too. But yeah, I give OKC.
And the reason that this is this bad is because Zion's their the biggest interior threat in the NBA, and that's really where OKC struggles. So like you basically lost the key to winning that series.
Honestly,
like the only chance you had. So I mean, OKC's done it the regular season. They can hit threes. They're good in the mid range. They play fast. They're a young team. They're good defensively for their age. So I think they could get it done.
Yeah.
I think everybody contributes. Like even dudes that we don't talk about, like Aaron Wiggins was playing really well at the end of the season. Yeah. So like they got a lot of people that could come in and help them out.
He better than his brother now.
And he's not even related.
No, they're not.
Yeah, don't mention that fraud with him. But yeah, I think the Thunder take this one pretty easily.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I'm going Thunder in 5. It's more so of like my Boston argument. They have to showcase why they're their first seed, especially with this matchup. No Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
So they got to showcase why they've been good this whole season and why they're here.
Fraudulent.
Yeah.
If they go to 6, that's bad looks.
It is bad looks.
I wouldn't say that.
You don't think so?
No.
They should put them out.
It is
If
bad
they
looks
go to 7, it's bad.
I mean, even 6 because other teams think, oh yeah, we can get them now because they don't look as good as
I
they
think
were
teams
before.
already think that regardless.
Depends on matchups though. This matchup is good for them to showcase that they're actually the first seed in the West.
Yeah.
Right?
People still won't respect them even if they win in 5 because
No,
you guys
they will.
beat a team without
We'll see how they play. We will.
No, they won't because they beat a team without Zion. You guys are the first. You guys got lucky.
I promise
Context.
no one's thinking that, bro.
Yeah, it's context. If they dominate them, it don't matter, bro.
If they get one game where Brandon Ingram gets 40, like okay,
One game.
Dog,
If
if
SGA drops
OKC gets,
his-
if somehow in some multiversal thing, if OKC gets exposed and it goes to 7, that's bad.
7 is bad.
So
Yeah,
bad.
But if
I'm
SGA,
using
bro,
6 is bad.
If
5 is
SGA
not
does
bad,
his
though.
notorious 31 point per games, then
six
they're
is
okay.
What if his aura runs out and they don't give him fouls anymore?
Okay, then
You know,
they
it's-
lose in the
His aura
second
runs
round.
out. the meters
The
empty.
meter runs down.
Dog,
no
imagine-
more calls.
Can you imagine if
superpowers
SGA
don't work?
drops?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
It's like that,
Can you imagine if SGA drops like in this playoffs? Oh, that'd be insane. He's
Oh,
a
it'd be
fraud.
bad. It would really be bad.
Immediate
Yeah.
F word. Fraud being
Yeah,
labeled
no,
everywhere.
for sure. If he gets to be in the first round, it's
Crazy.
bad.
It's
Immediate effort.
Yeah, for sure. But the only reason I give Pelicans
It's
one
not
game,
happening. It's not
yeah, I don't think so. But
I
it'll
don't
be
think so
bad.
either, but I just want to say it.
The only reason the Pelicans would win one game is because the inexperience of OKC.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I agree.
I feel bad like giving sweeps because it's just like I think every team has enough talent to at least get one game.
Yeah, that's facts. But I mean,
Except the
other like you'll show there's levels to this. And
No,
that's how you
someone
show
will
the
definitely
levels.
get
to it.
swept, but
yeah.
it's just like I don't like.
I don't know.
picking.
Maybe I haven't. I don't think I have any sweeps.
I would say
there's so much talent.
I would
but
say the most
Yeah,
likely
sweeps.
the most likely sweep
Oh,
is this Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sweep.
that one I
Yeah.
think I have.
Like I might go back on that. I might go back and say just Celtics sweep them because like without Jimmy it's gonna be hard to pick him. Like it's just the
Yeah.
fact that it's heat culture is the only thing giving.
Heat
him-
culture.
Yeah, nah.
Like that's literally
culture.
the only thing.
But Jimmy is.
And there's history there too. They have to show that it don't matter no more.
Do they stand on business?
We'll see.
What if
Yeah,
they
no,
go up
maybe.
3-0 and blow it?
Oh my god.
dude.
They should
done
still
with this
retire.
already.
Dude,
you
like,
know, they should
to
just
no
burn their
Jimmy?
contracts.
That would
Burn
be
their
insane,
contracts
dude.
like
Like,
that.
I'd be done with the Celtics.
They should
blow
never
it up.
return to the
They
NBA.
should banish
You
them
blow
from
it up.
the
Yeah, you blow the team up.
Adam
after
Silver,
yeah,
I'm
no.
banning him
They should
entirely.
They should put him with the Jonte Porter treatment.
that. Joe Mazzulla should like fucking.
He'll get
Nah,
fired,
I'm just kidding.
100%.
I'm gonna say something that's not.
He'd get fired.
Careful, Omari.
Let's
I
just say that.
said
He'll
some
get
dumb
fired.
shit
You
lately.
know
He's
what's
get
funny?
fired, yeah.
I've seen. I was like during the end of the season. You know the Celtics were not really trying, and they're asking Joe Mazzulla like some of these games like the other team was coming back, and you just left the starters on the bench, and he's like, "Yeah, we're experimenting lineups."
Yes.
If they lose, he's getting all those receipts pulled up. He's getting
100%.
flamed from experimenting these
Yeah.
lineups.
Did he almost
They're
got
gonna
fired
trash
last
him.
year for losing to the Heat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember not
3-0.
calling a timeout
Yeah.
against the Sixers?
Derek White saved his legacy.
He really did.
He really. Well,
He
that
really
that
did.
shot, I think to this day, still the most insane thing I've ever seen. That
It was insane.
That
Yeah.
bro, game six
Yeah.
in Miami.
Elimination.
Once, dude, I can't even believe it. I remember the picture perfect day where I was at my grandma's house, dude.
I remember the moment.
And I screamed, and my grandma's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Derek White, put back." She's like, "Who?" I'm like, "Look at the TV." Oh God, but she was so confused.
She knows the legend now.
Maybe
Derek.
the dementia kicked him out.
You go to high school with him?
Yeah.
She knows the legend.
Is that
Derek
your
White.
friend?
Now she knows Derek White. Now she has a picture of his bald head in the. Imagine. Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That-
shrine.
I remember exactly
Shrine.
what I was doing that day.
Shrine
Yeah.
is a bald
Derek
head.
White with the
Give him an
impeccable career moment.
What's next?
Did everyone pick for this series?
Yeah. Oh wait.
You give your
No, you
pick?
didn't, Amari.
He's gonna say the Pelicans. I know.
He just said
I was gonna
it
say
was
5
easy.
too.
Yeah,
Thunder's
okay.
Thunder in 5.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I didn't say my pick, but I said that I think they'll get at least a game.
Who's they? The OKC's gonna get one game.
You're saying BI.
No,
I'm
yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding. I know.
Yeah. Cause I mean, CJ's been playing like ass, and he plays like ass in big games, but he could also is one person who could put up a 30 piece. Yeah.
Bez, what did
he's
CJ
never played
average
good.
before he went into the
Yeah,
play-in
it's one
this year?
game. Like anyone can get.
25.
He's actually never played good in the playoffs either.
No, look at this. Before
He's
the
had a
play-in
good-
started,
he's had
No,
a
he
good
had
game.
one good playoffs.
Yeah,
I
I was about to
remember
say.
against the Nuggets, Dame had an awful playoff. They still lost, obviously, but like Dame had an awful series, and CJ like he had a chase down block and everything. I remember that shit. I was like,
Get
the
up there,
fuck?
CJ.
I ain't never ever seen you.
Yeah. See, I mean,
Do you
CJ
guys-
was averaging 30 for like the last.
They did make it
few
to a
weeks, and,
conference
like, he could have
finals
one
one year.
30-point game.
Yeah, that's what
Bro, I
Bez told
actually
me that
hate this
was.
dude. Yeah, because I bet on him when he was averaging 30 the last few
Oh,
weeks, and
yeah.
then he had like
And then he had,
9
like,
in the
9,
first
yeah.
playing game. I'm like, bro, really?
Nah, bro.
And I bet on him to score 20. I didn't even bet on like a crazy
That's
number.
crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, big game. The
They
pressure
need to
come
rock.
is over. See this game? He had like 7 or something.
Today,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he,
Even worse than that
his,
first one.
his career got saved today. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah, sure.
because he would have been
Yeah,
Trey
Trey Murphy
Thompson
saved
yeah.
him.
a lot.
Trey Murphy and BI saved him tonight. Valanciunas also.
All right, we can move on to
These
the
are gonna
4-5
get
matchup. This is gonna be my favorite series to watch outside of Lakers, obviously for obvious reasons. But Clippers, Mavs, 4-5 seed is run it back again one more time. This time Luka got reinforcements though.
Yup.
In
Coming
Kyrie
with the
Irving and
squad.
those midseason acquisitions. So I want to hear your thoughts on this series because I think this one could go either way. There's no wrong answers here.
Yeah,
Guys,
I'll
I'm
start.
so glad.
You
I'm
wanna
so
start,
glad.
Omari?
Luke,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
you
start
go
Mavs
on.
in 7, nigga.
Huh?
I said Mavs in 7
Why?
because we got a team full of fucking
We-
frauds.
Oh, okay.
What?
No, I'm
I
talking
thought-
about the Clippers.
Okay.
Oh,
And it's not we. I'm just saying
Yeah,
they got a team
I
full
thought he
of
was gonna
frauds.
claim Mavs.
I was like, what?
I'm not claiming. I mean,
Go
I
back
like
to
I like
the
them,
Clippers,
but
where you belong.
nah, man, fuck them niggas. They split up Lob City. I said I'll never forgive you. But
Retire Blake's jersey, you coward.
yeah, retire Blake's jersey. He made
They're
you
gonna
guys.
retire a selfie.
He made the if not for the Lob. Well, this is gonna tangent, but if not for the for the Lob City days, they would not have these niggas either. You know
That's
what I
not
mean?
true.
Yes, it would. Yes,
You know,
it
Lou
would.
D-
Williams Day.
Yes, it is.
6
You know,
men
DJ
like
was
Lou
all NBA.
Will.
You know, DJ was all NBA center because of Chris Paul.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was.
Good for
Yeah.
him.
That's crazy. Just think about those
They
words
put
right now.
they put the Clippers back on the map for them to get all these fucking. They wouldn't get all these free agents and stuff if the Lob City
That's not true.
didn't put them back on the map. Yes, it is.
It was a Warriors series with Pat Bev,
But that was
Lou Will,
Man, nobody care about that.
that was
They
like
were good.
The
That's the
remnants
reason
of
why,
Lob
though.
that was like the
City.
remnants.
was.
Yeah, like that was like the end.
and
But
good
it's
coaching
like,
by Rivers. That was the last good
it's
coaching
the
job.
catalyst.
Oh, no way,
the
y'all
catalyst
coached
was still
that?
Lob City.
He got to
But-
put that on his resume, bro.
That's better than the
Gotta
ring.
start talking about that.
That's
more
better
he
than the
does.
ring. Put it going to Warriors with 6.
They had Tobias on
Seven,
that team,
seven?
dude. They're
Literally.
averaging 20.
Dude, Pat Bev, no, wait, who was?
Lou Will, Pat Bev.
Because
Gallo too, right? No, he was on
Gallo
the
on
it was like
OKC.
all role players.
Was
Yeah,
Zoo there?
Gallo was
Zoo
on
there
the
was at the
Lakers.
time too, right?
Zoo
Zoo
was
was
there.
there.
Zoo was
Oh,
there.
He's been
man.
there for a while.
That was a good team.
Was it Pat Bev who had a crazy game that they won at Golden State? Who had a crazy game?
Lou Will, I think. It was
Okay,
Lou.
it was Lou Will. Yeah.
Was Norman
Somebody
Powell
had
there
a
too, or
ten.
did he come after that from the Raptors?
Nah,
He
no
came
Powell's
after.
way
He
later.
came after?
Yeah. After the Kawhi
But-
stuff.
Yeah, so I think that the Clippers now.
He played in Portland. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
With fucking Dame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Clippers now are like aside from Kawhi, he's not a
Is
playoff.
he even gonna play?
He's not a fraud, but
It's
yeah,
questionable.
that's the issue. Is that
What are they
should.
saying? They're saying he might play.
Yeah, he's supposed to. Optimistic.
Kawhi's not a play fraud. Like it's not his play that's fraudulent, but it's like this nigga's always he's never actually gets through a series. And I think Paul George is good, but it's like you got Harden there, you got Westbrook there. It's just like I don't
Should
think.
help.
Yeah,
What's
but
so bad about Westbrook?
This guy.
what's so bad?
What's so bad about it?
Nah, I'm not even gonna.
Come
I'm
on,
not even
we-
gonna get
we-
into it.
Playoff
I'm not
deep,
even gonna-
playoff
I'm
deep.
not even- Yeah, I'm not even gonna
No,
use
no,
this.
No,
to
the
play
playoff
record,
deep.
the record with Westbrook is actually really good.
I mean, but still, like, I think that one, Kawhi's not going to stay healthy. I don't think that he's going to be able to play the same kind of defense.
Oh hell no! Not
you know
coming
what I
off
mean?
this injury.
Yeah, not coming off
He's
this
gonna
injury.
hop into playoff basketball straight up.
Yeah, Harden's not a defender. PG is still like a decent defender. He's still good, but he's also older. Like, he's not going to take the same matchups and intensity that he used to when he was an all defensive player. So I feel like right now the Mavs are rolling. They have Kyrie and Luka, the two of the most unguardable people in the entire league. I don't think that they'll be able to overcome what Luka's finna do to them. He's been insane all season. Like Kyrie's been heating up the second half of the season. I think that their role players are better right now. Like they have Lively for the paint. Like what is Zubac gonna do? You know what I mean? Like I think that
Respect
Lively.
Zubac.
Yeah,
Zubac is nice, but I think
I get what
think
you're
they're gonna
saying.
get ate up in the paint too. So
Gafford and
yeah,
PJ.
definitely better than
Gafford's
Zubac.
been great. They
Gafford shoot.
Who did they
fucking
get?
Will Chamberlain
PJ Washington.
PJ Washington. Yeah, PJ Washington was a huge addition for them. So
Both
I
of
feel
them.
like
They won the
right
trade
now their
deadline for sure.
right now their role players, in my opinion, are much better than the Clippers, and I don't think that the Clippers stars are going to be able to put them over the hump.
Really?
Yeah,
All right, go ahead, Bez, before I give my tangents.
Okay.
you saw what Harden did last year.
I'm gonna go with Mavericks and 6 on this one. I think that's the Mavs. Luka's on a mission first and foremost. I think he knows the history with him and his team that they've beat his ass 2 times already in the past, and he knows that this is the best time to get him. They're old, they're weak, they're fragile-minded. They close the season off on a bad stretch. Niggas. Kawhi didn't even play these last couple of games, so I think he smells blood in the water, and I think he realizes he actually has a good team around him this time that can help him out, and I think they'll be able to take this. I think Kyrie's a perfect complement to him because, you know, in the series past, they relied on like Porzingis and stuff like that to take the pressure off of him. Yeah. But Kyrie's a perfect player to have in the playoffs when you need to get a bucket,
especially at the 2.
Yeah, he's gonna be just as reliable, if not more. He might even have bigger moments for all I know. I think he could just because
it's possible for sure.
So
they got damn near the Cavs 2017 Cavs vibes. You know what I mean?
They kind of do, yeah.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
They got a stretch for in like PJ Washington.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like their center rotation a lot.
They got Jason Kidd though too, man. Yeah, Master not calling timeouts, and this is gonna be like perfect for not calling.
I agree. The coaching is a concern for sure, but I'm not like as Ty Lue is a better coach. 100%, don't get me wrong, but I also don't think he's a perfect coach because he's made some mistakes before.
Still top 5 though, I'd say.
In the league, we'll have to think about that.
Top 7,
top 10. I'll give you top 10 for sure. Right. But yeah,
top 10, no question.
Jason Kidd. I mean, if he doesn't fuck this up, I think the players will make more plays for them. I think they have a bunch of younger players with more energy. Josh Green, like we talked about, Derek Lively, Gafford. So I think they got a lot more pieces. And who knows, man? Tim Hardaway, if he gets hot, he can win him a game. Like that's not even factoring him in. He could hit 7 threes. And
he has 7 threes in.
He's have a streaky, crazy. He had a good game like a few weeks ago.
Against when nobody was playing though. Luka was out. Kyrie was. It's a good get right game.
Season he's been having them.
Okay, that's early in the season.
The only thing about Tim Hardaway is like if he's not hitting, you got to bench him immediately. Yeah, but like if he can have those games where he hits a couple. Yeah,
and they're deep enough now. Like before they had 0 depth. Now they're deep enough to bench that nigga.
So you'd say this is the best Mavs team.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. This is the best Mavs team that Luka's had.
All right. Well, it's the best Mavs teams, but it's also the best Clippers team.
Man,
I think the Clippers are winning this. They're winning this in 6. Hold on, let me cook.
We know
they're winning this in 6.
Like, you just might.
Matt. Yeah, okay. Mavericks in 6. Sorry.
All right, guys. So my take is gonna be also the
when we make the short clip.
We got him.
All right, I'm going Clippers in 6. Like I said before, Mavericks have never been the Clippers in the Kawhi era. Luka always goes off.
It's a new day.
It is a new day, but still, same old coach, and same old system. Luka-centric basketball. Yes, they have Kyrie Irving, but it's still the same system on how they play basketball. I think Kawhi, we don't know about his knee, but if Kawhi is semi-healthy or good enough, he still shoots well against the team, and he's still Kawhi Leonard, and shows up in the playoffs. This is the only reason he gets paid. Literally, this is the only reason he gets paid was for these games.
6 with Kawhi being a maybe on the floor.
It doesn't matter. This is the only reason he plays.
That's insane.
A maybe is still, dude. We could have argued last year that he might have been the best player in the NBA in the playoffs when he won against the Suns
for 2 games.
2 games before he got hurt.
2 games,
and he got paid a max because of it.
Devin Booker might have been better than him actually.
No, Jamal Murray was better in that Lakers series.
I'm saying the first year.
2 Jamal Murray games
that were better. I think he was shooting a crazy percentage though. I think
Devin Booker
had 23 in the fourth.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy,
and he still lost. That's serious.
But let's not forget that.
Yeah. I'm saying in that time span, in the
2 games.
No, in that time span of the series, the game or the first round.
Yeah.
Those first 2 games, he was the best player in the NBA.
Unstoppable, blah, blah,
for sure, and he got hurt. So if he's semi-healthy, he's okay. But this is definitely the best roster because they added James Harden, who's still a good player. He's decent. Terrence Mann is still good. Norman Powell is good. He's argument for 6th man of the year. Russell Westbrook is still good from the bench. Okay. So they have one of their best rosters ever. I still think Ty Lue's a better coach than Jason Kidd. Doesn't call timeouts. Right. That might hurt him. You can still if you have this because you've played the team so many times, you know how to beat them, and you know what Luka's bad at.
But his team's a lot different. It's not like
it is a lot different. Team. But you still have the same game plan.
You don't get to Porzingis is just gonna fade and never roll to the rim. Like you got 2 actual lob threats.
And then you have someone who plays defense down low with Gafford.
But their second best player is Kyrie Irving. You gotta understand. Like this is not a
it's still the same way they play basketball.
You're wrong. Like I think the series is close. I wouldn't be shocked if the Clippers won. Yeah. But I also think I don't think that this is the Clippers don't have some mental edge over them. I think they don't feel they are taking this team seriously, and they realize with Kyrie and these new additions, they're gonna have to prepare completely differently. It's a whole new match.
Same with James Harden. He's still a good player. Paul George is damn near all NBA. He was close to it. Some people have him on his list, but he's an all-star this year still. So even if Kawhi's hurt, you still have Paul George doing what he needs to do. Terrence Mann, he's a playoff riser. He plays well in the playoffs. Who else have him? Powell's good. So I think the Clippers will win that because of it. We'll see if James Harden last year he won the Sixers 2 games. He can get you one at least.
So who are they putting on Luka?
Terrence Mann.
Man. Omari said it perfectly.
Who else is going to guard him, though? No one can guard Luka anyways.
Hey, 12 and 10.
Yeah, but they're not going to guard Kyrie either.
Because his knee's messed up.
Well,
but he's smart. But he's smart about it.
His championship chance is messed up.
Yeah. Think about it. You want him to score offensively, and someone else has to guard Kyrie. You can put Paul George on too, but I'd rather have Paul George and Kyrie and Terrence Mann getting the fouls on Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Plus, you can target Luka. The whole thing is like they know how to beat him. The way that you beat the Mavericks is by targeting Luka defensively. Yes, he's better defensively this year. You target Luka
on the other side.
He's who's going to target him though?
What do you mean?
Luka?
They got 2 people.
Kyrie,
man. Kyrie.
Whoever's running the pick and roll.
Whoever has the ball.
That is a good strategy. That is a good strategy. We'll see if they do it like that. Slut him out.
They're just going to target the worst defender. Like, it's not even against him. He's just the worst defender.
Luka's the worst defender than Harden.
Dude, Tim Hardaway could fit Harden too.
100%.
At least
I'm not wrong. Luka has size, yeah.
He's slow though. Harden's faster than him.
Slow and fat.
Same for Luka. Same with Luka.
And short.
It's going to be a good series for sure. But if you want to break it down like team by team, it's close. But coaching is going to be the biggest reason as to why who wins.
I can't argue with coaching. Like if Jason Kidd could, I can see
ultimately be the reason why they lose. Yeah.
He's throwing.
He might throw.
He might.
Remember when that quote where he didn't call out timeout for like 5 minutes last year and let him free. He might do that again this year.
I hope nothing like that comes up, bro.
That'd be the biggest reason as to why they lose because team wise, whoever wins this series, I think we'll go to the conference finals and beat OKC depending on how the series ends.
Because both of the seasons are better than OKC.
I agree.
Yeah. So. This is a lot.
The Mavs might make me some money this year,
and they might make it to the finals. You never know, depending on how other.
But they can't beat the Lakers.
Yeah, I've been saying if not the Lakers, I want the Mavs to win some.
Yeah,
I agree.
I like it.
Clippers. I think Clippers in 6 because of coaching.
Thank God.
And they have more even experience. They have more experience on their team. Westbrook coming off the bench is a good spark plug, and I think Harden can get you 1 win in playoff series.
I think the Mavs have enough experience. Not obviously the Clippers got more, but I think they have enough where it's not like this big of a gap, like
Westbrook
OKC or something.
Westbrook hasn't seen the playoffs since the bubble.
What are you talking about? He was dogging on the Suns last year. What are you talking about?
Let him know.
Yeah.
He was averaging like 25, 8, and 8. Like he by himself. After Kawhi went down, he was trying. Bro, he was actually
that actually made me gain a lot of respect for him because he actually went out there and tried.
Yeah,
he was blocking. Oh my God, that block!
Even though he knew what was done.
Oh my God, I was so hyped that day.
Nah, you're right. I forgot he had a little run in the last season.
Him off the bench is gonna be really a big asset for them, 100%. And Powell's good.
Maybe, but
I'm just curious.
Big Zoo.
I think that the thing about that is like I guess they had all season to figure this out, but like they have a lot of players they can play that do similar things. So it'll be interesting to see, especially that who's gonna play those last 2 spots because we know Harden, we know Paul George, we know Kawhi closing the game. Who are gonna be the last 2 spots?
Whoever's playing well. That's
how
it's been all year.
But it's like it's gonna be interesting to see who's that player because it could determine like maybe they want Terrence Mann for the defense, maybe Powell's shooting well, so they keep
even if they go small ball. That's a good asset to beat the Mavericks.
Like Zubac could be in there if the lobs are killing them or something like that. They could throw Plumlee in there because he's a little more mobile in the pick and roll.
Yeah, they can eliminate Gafford out of the series too. Pick and rolls, ISOs, and then he will go small as well.
But like Gafford's not even like a big deal. Like you got to worry about like Luka and Kyrie. No, I'm talking like in the grand scheme of the team. Like
Luka and Kyrie what they're gonna give you, but the role players win you series.
And he shoots 80% though. Like you can't give him free looks at the rim though.
Yeah,
exactly. And he's a lob threat too for Luka, which is huge. So if you go small and eliminate him out the series, it gives you a 1%, 2% chance to win you the series, which is huge in the playoffs. So
going small, like that's also okay. You're saying going small, I like that, but
it's gonna be a chess match.
Yeah,
that's why I don't believe in Kid's game like that, man. He's not that kind of coach to play chess.
Oh, Kid's game, okay.
Yeah, you're not that kind of guy, pal.
I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah, it's a really good reason as to why you lose.
I understand your take.
Dude, we give Spo all this credit too for winning games without
Jason Kidd's
players.
horrible, so I agree.
That's
what I'm saying. Like I agree with the coaching take, but
yeah.
I think Mavs and Kyrie would be too much for them at this point.
But you acting like the Clippers don't have firepower too.
Yeah,
that's their thing.
Hudson, no one's saying it's going to be a Mavs in 5, Mavs in 4. They said Mavs in 6, 7.
He said 6.
Exactly, and I'm saying Mavs in 6 too. So I'm not saying the Clippers are like.
On them.
I'm not saying the Mavs are going to shit on them. I'm saying it could go either way in my opinion.
Fight
back. Bro, these are like you said it too. Either of these teams could make it to the finals. Like they could in
Clippers
their bracket.
Have home court also. You don't take that into account.
Nah.
Yeah, home court.
Lakers fan pulling up to the arena.
Yeah, I might go.
Did you see the most watched teams? Clippers number 4. This year.
That's Laker fans watching.
There's gonna be more
Laker
Mavs.
fans watching. Hate them.
I know, that's why.
There's still the Chargers at the end of the day, man. There's gonna be more Mavs fans in there.
I doubt it.
Nah, just kidding. Yeah,
no, Mavs is crazy.
Maybe Dallas is.
But they're still like the Chargers.
Rocking.
Yeah, they are definitely. 50-50. Not even, it's like 75.
They'd be 75 away team.
Yeah. This is probably going to be the best series in my opinion.
I agree.
Nah, I don't.
You think the next one will be?
Yep. What's next, Bez? Tell them.
There's only one series left, boys.
There's two left. There's two left.
There is.
I can say it. I have it up. We got the number 3 seeded Minnesota Timberwolves versus the number 6 Phoenix Suns.
There you go.
That's another good one, I think.
Definitely good one.
Cat back?
Yeah. First? Yeah, Cat is back.
Cat is back, baby.
I got a good analysis on this one too. I can go.
Give your thoughts,
bro. I don't know. As much as I hype about the Wolves defense, blah blah blah. I'm gonna bring up this Gobert in the playoffs defensive breakdown that I always bring up, bro.
Yeah.
Every year.
If somehow this team, because I already know what's gonna happen. Gobert's not gonna be a factor whatsoever. Like he is every playoffs. The Depoy sells the defensive bag, but that's nothing to say that the team is very good defensively. Yeah. So I think Ant's gonna come up big. I think Cat's gonna come up big. But I think KD and they're both playing, right? KD and Book.
KD Book.
I think they'll come up bigger in my opinion. Booker from last year was crazy. KD's not gonna play like a little bitch again, like averaging like 28% from the field.
Okay.
I know what KD's about. I'm giving it.
You know who I am.
I'm giving it because of home seat advantage too. Timberwolves in 7.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah. I trust them.
Right.
I trust them.
I can't agree with you on this one. I'm going Suns in 6. I think, like you said, Gobert being a disadvantage. They have one of the top ISO players in the NBA. Devin Booker's a killer, KD's a killer, and Bradley Beal can get to the basket too. And that's what you want. That's your biggest way to win is by pick and roll. I think. Another fact is Devin Booker's 10-1 against Anthony Edwards in his career. Cool. So he's never beaten him. He doesn't know how to beat him.
Seen him in the playoffs.
Hasn't know how to beat him.
ESPN asked that.
Yeah, but if you get Rudy Gobert, like the whole plan or scheme to win the series is to get Rudy Gobert in a pick and roll and just have your ISO players do what they do. You have Kevin Durant. I think he's the best player in the series. But Devin Booker is better than Anthony Edwards, in my opinion, too. So if those guys are hot, these other guys have no chance. Yes, they have McDaniels and their roster is bigger. So the only way that they could win is probably by physicality and size. We've seen KD not play as well against the Celtics when they're physical against them. But they're not the Celtics. So that's going to be a different series. And then Cat doesn't play inside. He shoots most of the time. Yeah, the best way to win is through defense, bro. Like
Timberwolves beat the Celtics. Yeah, I know. They're not the Celtics.
If Anthony Edwards, I think he'll have a good series. But, another thing is experience. You have KD who's been in the playoffs a lot. Booker who's been to the finals also. Beal doesn't have that much experience, but he's a veteran in the game. He knows what he's doing. You have a good role players, Royce, Nurkic, Grayson Allen. He's been shooting lights out. I think they just have a better roster in the scheme, not the scheme, but matchup. They have a better matchup against the Timberwolves. So I'm going Suns in 6.
Yeah. You want me to go or you want to go?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're going to echo that take. So if you are, you can piggyback off
For the most part, I agree with a lot of things Hassan says. I think that aside from defense this year, I think that one of the biggest issues was the Suns' depth. But I think in the playoffs, the rotation shrinks anyway. Good point. So all you need is 7, 8 players that are going to give you most of your minutes.
6, bro.
Yeah, I do think that Gobert is a liability. And I think that Devin Booker, in my opinion, is a playoff riser. He's had insane. Like, last year was insane. It was ridiculous. He was shooting like 80%.
And they still lost, bro.
Nah, but I understand. No. Okay,
yeah, he was hot going into it. He was hot.
But even if it doesn't happen again, it's just like Devin Booker has always been efficient. No matter
his shooting chart, it
was insane. Literally, he was shooting like 80%, but it's not even like he just did it for a game. Like he was doing it for like the entire series.
It was a masterclass.
It was just insane.
And they still lost.
They still lost. So I'm like, this year, the biggest thing for me is Beal's health. Obviously, if Beal can stay healthy, they'll win. But if he goes down, then they're like, they lose a man that they really need.
Even if they another. A point to bring up is their pace. If they play with a faster pace, there's no way that Timberwolves.
That's true, but I mean, the Timberwolves are really young, so it's like at the end,
you still have two big guys though,
That's true, and Cat's coming off the injury, so he's not even going
to
be 100.
And he's soft.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess so.
He just shoots threes, bro. He doesn't play defense. You see how he moves? You see his ankles and knees.
But yeah, they're a good defensive team, but it's like Jaden McDaniels is the best perimeter defender, and they have literally 3 people who are the best perimeter ISO players, so. I don't think it's not like Jaden McDaniels going to be able to guard them all.
Exactly. And then you get him in a pick and roll. Get him in pick and roll. It's going to be dangerous.
Yeah. So I got the Suns in 6 as well.
In the wise words of Anthony Edwards, They have KD, but we have Jaden.
I like it.
No, for real though, I think I got the Timberwolves in 7 with this one. I do think it's a bad matchup for them. A good matchup for the fans, a bad matchup for the Timberwolves because I think they would have been way happier taking the Pelicans or the Kings or the
literally anybody else.
Yeah,
I think.
it's just a bad matchup for them. But I do think they can pull it out. I think the defense, the defenders they have, I think. You guys say Rudy exposed in the playoffs. Well, I agree. He does get exposed most of the time. But if we're looking back on it to his Jazz days, when was he ever surrounded by a perimeter defender as good as Jaden McDaniels?
Never.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because of the ISO players that they have.
I understand that. But I think he's still going to they're still going to try to switch him on to the perimeter players. But with the guys you have surrounding him, even Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's a better perimeter defender than he's ever played with. So it's like they can mitigate that a little more. They're going to fight over the screens harder. They're going to try to not allow that to happen.
Zone maybe?
Maybe throw a zone, yeah. The real question I have for them is with Cat because, like you said, he's kind of soft. Like, the fit isn't the greatest. We seem to be better this year, but I still have concerns, especially defensively there because it's kind of okay when you got those elite defenders around Rudy and he's in the paint. Then you can kind of afford to, not – kind of have him play drop coverage because those defenders are so good they'll be able to go around the screens. But if you got Cat there as well, and if you expect him to close out games, that might be a little scary because he doesn't play defense and he's gonna get abused in a pick and roll. So it's like you got two dudes that are gonna get picked on in the pick and roll, which is it's gonna be interesting to see what Chris Finch does. But I think he's a better coach than Frank.
Remember that Memphis series, man? I don't know if I can tell you that.
I think he's made up for it this year. I think he figured. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because he got put in a shitty situation and it was forced to make the Rudy thing work. And I think he did really well with it. Like
regular season,
didn't expect him to be this high. They were tied for the number 1 seed in the league. So
I gotta give him respect.
Number 1 defense as a whole, when they all play.
So I think
can't give that up though. I know what you're saying. I agree, but
I think
matchups. I
think as long as Cat and Anthony Edwards. Well, Anthony Edwards has to play well because he's their guy. Yeah. But Cat can't he just has to give you a couple games. He doesn't have to go off crazy every game. I think him not dominating the ball too much, just kind of playing within the rhythm of the game because a lot of those series, especially I remember against the Grizzlies so many times, he would just force the issue a lot. And I get it. And back
he does the same thing.
No, not even that. But before he would make sure that Cat gets his shots. I think now he has to be a little more assertive with his shots because he's the best player. Before it was kind of 50-50, still figuring out who was better. I think now it's pretty obvious it's Anthony Edwards. So he has to be more assertive. This is my team. I'm gonna take the shots. The offense is gonna run through me. And I do think they have enough veterans on the team with Mike Conley. Rudy's been to the playoffs. Mike will be a good. Mike is gonna make sure they don't have any silly turnovers and stuff like that. So. It's going to be a good matchup. Definitely, I could see the Suns winning, like you said, Devin Booker. And just the whole matchup for them is not good with 3 elite perimeter players. And Bradley Beal's been playing amazing to end the season. So he's on a roll right now, which is on fire, huge for the Suns.
So what would you say is their identity to beat them, Minnesota?
Defensively, I think. Get Nurkic. If you can get him in foul trouble, because they don't have any other option. Yeah. They're screwed.
That's
so
true,
it's like
Drew Eubanks not doing it. Yeah. Bull. Put ball in the paint.
And Nurkic, he's not going to score either, but he's going to dominate the offensive glass. And so Rudy's going to, even if he's not scoring, Rudy's going to have to give him attention just for that reason for the board. Yeah. So if you can get him out the game or find a way to mitigate him, and then I think you have to hold one of. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna stop KD or Devin Booker. I think it's really Bradley.
The playoffs
Beal.
too, when it slows down, there's no way.
I think really Bradley Beal's an X factor, like Omari said. If he not so much for the injury, obviously you can't predict that, but just if he doesn't play well, they're not gonna win because if they're gonna double team anyone, it's gonna be KD and Book, and they're gonna make Bradley Beal do the 1-on-1, win the 1-on-1 matchup. So
it's gonna be a game of offense, huh?
Grayson got to hit too.
Yeah, Grayson.
He can't drop off. He has to hit his league leading. He's doing 46%.
He got to hit a couple.
Is he 46% on the year?
Yeah.
He's the leader. I'm pretty sure.
It's gonna be like a battle of offense and defense, and who's gonna win it all, I guess.
And it has to be. And I want to see him take over the late game. That's what's gonna determine the series for me because we know the Suns got 2 players that can already take over the game at the end. Yeah. And we know Ant can based on the regular season, but we want to see him do it in a magnitude situation. He did it in that one game against Denver, but we want to see him get it in a win. Finally take it to that next level, get out of the first round.
It's the next step.
Yeah, next step. So I think he is gonna do that, but I think I want some more of those signature moments from him. Which I think
he's gonna guard Booker.
He would have
to. I think so. Yeah.
If I was him, I would put him on Beal because there's the worst of the three.
Yeah.
Put
Same there.
one of the
So he
better
doesn't
people.
have to
Save
try.
energy.
Exactly. Because
But who would even get KD? Like you're gonna.
Well, no, McDaniels.
McDaniels, yeah.
McDaniels.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
Who has Booker? Conley.
Probably.
NAW.
Probably
maybe.
starting on.
You need someone
I don't
to.
think they would even. Start him.
NAW shoots too, so I mean.
So
he
what?
can
Nah.
shoot that later.
McDaniels, Edwards, Cat, and
Gobert.
You think they're gonna bench Conley to start the?
can't-
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like they're not gonna bench Conley.
Because then Conley has to
So
go.
you gotta have Ant.
Well, I think Ant will guard Book to close the game, but I think
It's
throughout
gonna be
the
bad,
game,
bro.
Like
Like,
they're not
honestly.
gonna start him on him.
Yeah, this
if
is
they're
like
hitting
the main,
shots,
that's the main
if
Wolves
Denver,
issue, that's
sorry,
what I'm
if
saying. Like,
Phoenix hit
there's always
shots,
gonna be a mismatch somewhere.
I want to see how this
Exactly.
first game plays out with them, so then I can have an
Right.
assessment. But they're gonna make
It's a fill-out
adjustments
game.
anyway.
Yeah.
They're gonna make
And
adjustments
then,
anyway.
Not to mention, I didn't even mention potential 6th man of the year. Nas Reed off the bench, who can
Oh.
elevate it
Yeah,
and give him
that's
some
a big
He
support.
he can because he's fast. I'm not saying he's a great defender, but
he's definitely an X
KD
factor.
maybe on him.
I mean,
And
again,
then-
the size. The Suns lack size, and
Size.
it's like so you guys.
Doesn't
I mean,
matter.
if Cat can get start going offensively, and you got Nas Reed going offensively, they don't got the size to match up with those dudes. And it's not like they're big and like they don't bang down low or nothing like that, but like they can shoot over anyone the Suns have.
Yeah, they can overwhelm Nurk if Nasri is having a good series.
And like
He'll win him one game.
I don't know if
think.
Chris Finch is gonna do this, but like if push comes to shove and you think Rudy's getting like abused every time, you can run the two big shooting lineup and space the floor. I mean,
bench him.
defense might drop off a little, but it might be matchup necessary. You know.
Yeah.
You might have to do that. I actually think
maybe
that'll
the Suns
happen.
will go small and take Nurkic off so they can abuse the Gobert pick. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
Put Royce down there. Royce
Another
in
chess
there.
game. Another chess game.
Yeah, Royce is a good small ball five for them.
This is another great series. I think the one we talked about before.
And the Timberwolves got Kyle Anderson for that too. Low
Yeah.
key, so
They got a roster on them. It's just
Slow-mo.
putting the pieces together.
I like these two games in the West. Oh, the West is so crazy. It's got
gonna be good
it's
tomorrow,
got like
though.
cinema level like matchups off rip, dude.
first round, crazy.
Yeah.
And over there we
gonna
got
be a good
Celtics
playoffs,
in the Heat. Bro.
Hey,
Fuck
listen,
my mic,
before
bro.
we get into the next
And
one.
no, not even Jimmy Butler won.
And not even the Aura King.
Like, if Jimmy
The
Butler
Aura
was
King.
there, it would have
The
been
main
at least
character-
interesting. You know.
the main
Before
character's
we
gone.
get into the next one, what do you think? Like, say the Warriors had made the AC. What do you think? What would you give them against OKC?
Oh, I think they'd win.
I think Warriors would
Based
win.
off experience.
I think Warriors would win.
Yeah, I would pick
But
them.
I would give
experience,
Warriors
I'll
is
go
I would,
seven.
I would give him an
Warriors
extra
is
game.
seven.
I'll give him an extra game. I would say
Seven?
Thunder and 6.
No way.
Six.
I was
It's
thinking
fair
in my
to
head
say.
like the
How-
West.
This man said they went from not making the playoff to winning a series. Like
A
against
series
the
is
Bucks.
different than a
But I'm-
game, though,
I'm
man.
not,
I think
I'm
they
not
have
buying
OKC's
that
number,
shit, bro.
too.
Dude,
I'm
they have the
sorry.
most
I mean, I
experience
don't
in the
think
playoffs.
They couldn't even get a game on the Kings. Like they lost
Okay,
like
that's-
30
But I think they
points.
beat OKC in a
But
playoff
The
series.
Kings didn't even make the
In a
playoffs.
series.
Klay Thompson had 0 points. No one's gonna win a game with your third, fourth best player out giving you 0 points and missing 0 for 10, bro.
I mean,
He had no
shit.
chance.
He's a part of the roster,
Yeah.
bro. He would have been in the OKC
Okay,
series.
you lose one
But it's a
game, but it's
series,
a
though.
series.
It's a
Series with the most experience and
He
one
gonna
of the
have-
best
we
coaches
saw-
in that.
We saw a series in the Lakers where he didn't do shit either. So
Okay, they have
we know
LeBron
he can
James.
do
That's
it.
the only person that could beat him in a series ever. This is fact. It's only LeBron who beats him.
I brought it up because in my head I was thinking like we could have had.
Yeah, I would have came here like Craig going crazy, bro.
I wouldn't
Won't
see
say-
that. I would have
Bro, you saw how Hassan was talking about the Clippers? He was talking all fast and all that shit. Imagine the Warriors position. He would have not stopped talking.
I would have definitely said that I'm pretty sure the Thunder beat y'all ass in the regular season.
Yeah, they did. It was a bad matchup, but they've won because of Chat making like a
Was
3
that
at the
buzzer
buzzer.
beater? Was that
Yeah,
Draymond?
Then a
This
Draymond
fiasco?
foul too.
Oh
like
my God,
it's a bunch
that
of,
was a Draymond
we
thing.
let those games go.
Yeah,
But-
so I brought it up because
Definitely better coach. I'd say Steve Kerr in the playoffs is a better
Bro, with
coach.
Steve Kerr,
Not
we
this
gotta
year.
In
hit
the
Not this year.
playoffs,
Not
in the
this year.
playoffs, not regular season in the playoffs.
Dog, I'm not giving it that.
He has
I'm not
more
giving-
experience.
I'm
Mark,
not giving
Mark
it to
B,
Kerr.
we don't know how he is in the playoffs yet.
That's why.
We gotta
No
let him. We
experience.
gotta let him cook first before we evaluate him.
But whoever cooks in their first year.
Probably some
good
coach.
coaches.
As a coach, Frank Vogel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, LeBron James.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that wasn't even his first year. He was a PG.
No, I know
Yes,
who
playoff
cooked.
experience.
Yeah,
Tyronn
I
Lue
say that
cooked. He
he
won a
did.
championship first year.
Yeah, with one of the greatest player in the league at the time,
Bro,
and going on his best
the
like
Warriors
peak.
got that too.
18 was his peak though, or 17.
We don't gotta talk about the
Then you have Kyrie, and you have all the
the
other
Warriors
guys.
got
Love.
Steph Curry, literally the best
Yeah, the
point
best
guard of
year.
all
Yeah,
time.
that's
So he
fair.
should be
all time?
cooking with him.
Is Ty Lue Mark D? Or
Mark
is Mark D
Jackson
Ty
got
Lue?
that team to the playoffs.
Everybody
Yeah,
everybody
lost
needs
his
a chance.
jobs.
Everybody needs to start.
That was a good take, Omar.
But,
That was a good point.
Yeah,
So where are you
'cause-
going? Thunder? I mean, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Yeah,
They're the best
yeah,
team in
I
the
would go
West.
Thunder.
Would you go
But I'm
Thunder
just
in
saying.
five, or what'd you do?
Nah,
I'd be
said
closer
six,
than
six,
that. I'd
they'll
take-
win 2 at least, bro.
But yeah, I brought it up just because when you guys were talking about the West, it's just like we could have. I know that the Thunder and the Pelicans is the only one that's just like it could be a sweep.
Because Zion, bro.
But like if it wasn't the Pelicans,
Kings would have
Even
got
if-
swept too.
maybe
Sorry,
nah.
five.
I'm not giving. Yeah,
Five.
but I'm saying like if it was the Warriors, we would have had like all four
Sabonis ain't doing shit.
series would have been crazy series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about that.
How you guys gonna think the Warriors are gonna lose?
It would still be good.
That's true. Yeah.
I think they'd still lose.
They would lose.
But
But it would be,
it's
yeah.
'cause
then-
I'd bet on Zion winning.
Yeah.
But
How you guys think the Lakers are gonna win, but the Warriors can't?
I never said that.
Against OKC, you guys said Lakers would win.
Oh yeah,
We got
100%.
way more
100%.
size.
Size, experience. I can go down.
Oh, but
a
the
list.
Warriors don't have
I
insurance.
can go down a
though.
plethora.
The Warriors don't have
Sorry, who's your
insurance.
second, third, fourth, fifth best player?
Draymond's good. Draymond's
Clay
second
Thompson
best.
dropped 0 in a playing game. I don't want to hear it.
All right, you're right.
Zero.
I can't say nothing about that.
He did do that. That's what he
If
did.
AD dropped 0, oh no, AD.
You-
What is it?
oh
If
my
Austin
goodness,
Reeves
bro.
or D'Lo, sorry, whoa.
If any of them
Austin
dropped
Reeves-
I was
zero,
about to
kill
say
him.
something crazy if AD drops 0, but
No, because Clay's not the second best anymore. Like,
no, AD dropping 0 is nuts.
Yeah, that would be
80
insane.
is-
That's different.
You know how hard it'd be for 80 to drop
That's
zero.
all NBA
Like, not
player
one
dropping 0
putback.
point. Yeah, like come
Like,
on.
not
foul.
one
Like,
foul in a
Harden
free
dropping
throw.
zero.
That'd be
Oh,
That'd just be
You'd have
insane.
to
No, Harden
Yeah.
can't drop 0 ever.
You have to
Let me
lose
go
by
over
50.
let me
Like,
go
you
over
lose by
play.
50 if he has 0.
No, Harden dropping 0 is crazy, bro.
Clay dropping 0 was crazy too.
Yeah, because he's a shooter though. It's if you're not making shots, then
Yeah,
it's
sometimes
possible.
Shooter is possible.
Yeah.
Listen, when I saw the wide open 3 in his hand, bro, the ball moved so far to the left, I knew he was cooked, bro.
Man.
Bro, I knew it was bad.
Oh, the one from the left wing?
The left
Like,
wing one,
yeah,
dude. It was like
that
he
was
shot it
bad.
up and went like, oh,
And it was wide
God.
open.
He was
I
wide
Take
know.
your
open.
time.
Yeah.
Let's go to the last matchup. This is the one you guys want.
We got
Had to
back
get
to
the
the
nigga mad
Warriors.
first.
Man.
All right.
This man got
Good question.
All right, now we got, you know what? Why don't you introduce us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ladies, oh, that's like adult UFC man.
Ladies,
Let's get ready. All right, all right.
Do we
all right.
have
Let me
the,
get down to
the
let me get down to
sounds?
business. For the final matchup in the
You have an air
first
horn?
round.
Battle rap.
What? Okay.
It's going to be an hour and a half long segment.
This might be the one we talk
ready
about.
to argue.
This one might be the one we talk about the most. This is my most anticipated one, obviously. I'm sure a few other people's here. So we got our Los Angeles Lakers versus
Yes, I see.
the champions, the Denver Nuggets in the first round. Rematch of the Western Conference Finals. What do you guys have?
What does that say?
I hope that happens. He's gonna be a demon.
Oh, God. No, it might, like, I know I kept saying 6-man Torian Prince
OP.
Oh, my
is like a
goodness.
whole different nigga than starter Torian Prince.
100%.
Should I go first?
100%.
For real.
I'm an op.
Like, it's crazy. As soon as they put him on the bench, all of a sudden he can't miss. He's playing good defense. I'm like, yo, like,
I'll start.
why
I'll
couldn't
start.
why couldn't you do this while you were a starter?
Too much
But it's like
pressure.
Darvin Ham. Why did you start this thing for so long? If this is what he's doing off the
It's
bench.
Darvin Ham. That's the answer
Some
to your
people,
question.
yeah, some
CTE.
people just gotta be. They're bench
Yes.
role players. They're 6 men. Like some people,
Yeah,
that's just
it's
their
rolls.
role.
Yeah, rolls.
But he was trying to start that nigga for 100 games. Like,
All right, I'll go ahead since
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
the op in the room. I'm definitely going Denver, but it won't be a sweep this time. I'll give Denver in 5.
Respect.
5.
Whoa, never mind. Never mind.
A gentleman sweep.
Did he just say 5?
Okay, you guys haven't beat him in 8 games.
I don't care.
8 games.
I don't care.
AD.
We didn't have
He
Gabe
turns
Vincent.
into a child against Jokic. Even if AD
That's
goes,
insane.
the first game, AD will have like 40, almost 50 points, and Jokic destroyed him, and they still won by a good amount. AD, I don't care what AD does, he's irrelevant in this series.
Wow.
Jokic,
crazy
he's
to
irrelevant. He's irrelevant.
Clip
It doesn't
this.
matter.
Hey, I can't wait to
I've
clip
seen him
this.
play at his best and still
This
lose.
is gonna be insane.
AD can't stay consistent.
Ignorant take.
Horrible take.
You're being like
Hold
Gabe
up.
on the
Let me
online
go.
pod. It's
Let me
insane.
go. AD can't be consistent for 7 games. Aggressive. He can't be aggressive for 7 games. It's just impossible. We know who he is. I know LeBron's gonna do what he
7?
does.
We just need 4.
We don't need
That's-
7. Yeah, what
Yeah,
is
we need
it?
4 good AD
7.
games.
All
We
right.
need 4.
You guys are gonna sweep?
Yeah.
That's
Sweet.
it. No.
No,
It's
we
just-
just-
we just
we
need
need
4. Okay, so you need him to be
4.
aggressive for 4 games. You think that's gonna happen?
He's gonna be good for 5.
Maybe. Okay, maybe. But you guys haven't beat him in over a year. Jokic, granted, the lucky shots where he just throws them up, him and Murray, that's lucky. And they won series, and they got swept
That's why we
because
got
of it.
swept.
Yeah, that's just why you got
fucking
swept.
Thank you for understanding
I'd
that.
acknowledge that. This year they don't have Bruce Bann as well, but I still think Jokic is the best player in the NBA. They're defending champions. Him and Murray, their pick and roll game's ridiculous. I don't know if Jamal's gonna come out the gate doing what he did to you guys last time, dropping 30, but he's still a really good player. They still have Aaron Gordon. Who's that? Chris Braun, Mike MPJ.
Nah,
Don't
he
pass
distracted.
MPJ.
He distracted. They
But
should ban him, honestly.
he is distracted. There's a lot going on in his life, but still, I think Denver's just too good of a team. And what they're favored to make it to the finals, right? In the Western Conference.
Duh.
And I'm gonna make sure that he said, duh. Hey man, you never know.
Until next series.
I'm gonna go with
When they in Cancun.
the Nuggets in 5.
Wow.
I'll give you guys 1 game from last year.
Wow.
But
That's
it won't
crazy.
change.
That's insane.
What's different from the Lakers from last year?
We'll get into it.
Can I
No,
ask
no,
you a
no.
question?
Torian
Wait,
Prince,
wait,
Gabe
wait.
Vincent.
Wait.
Can I ask you a question?
Can
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Just wait.
I just want you to answer your question truthfully, honestly.
Okay.
Do you think our arguable third best player is going to average 7 points per game in this series again? I just wanted to hear your take on this.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna have the worst shooting performance of his life again in the
It's
playoffs?
possible, yes.
After coming off of a hot 3-month session.
It's possible.
You believe it'll happen.
I don't believe it. I think it's possible though.
Okay, that's my first question I want to ask you.
No
Second
Vando
question.
either. No Vando.
Okay, that's fine. We've made adjustments.
He's a great defender. You need defense in the series to win, bro. Who's guarding Aaron Gordon? LeBron?
Aaron Gordon?
Aaron Gordon.
I fully believe
Aaron Gordon is good. He's a lob.
Aaron Gordon. Torian Prince and Rui Hachimura are locking his ass in a box. I promise you.
You're an Aaron Gordon meat writer. You know how good Aaron Gordon is. Oh, Aaron Gordon is an X factor. He's gonna do this. Yeah, he's gonna do that.
He ain't doing shit this series. He ain't doing shit this series.
Aaron Gordon's a huge lob. Him and
Lob
Jokic
threat.
just
He says the term
telepath.
lob threat again.
But he is. That's what he's good at.
I'm
He's a
not
good
denying
dunker.
that, but you saying it like you have to guard him like he's one of the elite offensive players.
Like he's Maxey. Like
He's a
he's
problem.
Tyrese Maxey.
He's a
That's
problem
what
in
he's
the
saying,
other team.
No.
You don't think so?
He's a problem because of Jokic, not
Yeah,
because of Aaron
exactly.
Gordon.
Everybody's a problem because of Jokic.
Yeah, but it's not because
everybody.
Aaron Gordon's like, oh, we just have to count.
He's
for
like
it.
the fourth
Because
best
of
offensive
that.
player, or fifth maybe.
Yeah,
Yo,
but
bro,
because of
anybody on the
the
court,
Jokic,
Jokic is a problem.
Rui's a big body. Like, I don't know.
It don't matter.
He's not a Jokic.
Rui,
I'm
stop
not
it.
worried
You're
about
stopping
Aaron
Aaron.
Gordon.
I'm not worried about him.
Like
it's only the lob. Like him and Jokic have like telepathy,
Actually,
right?
the last
Telepathy.
person
They
I'm
just throw it up.
Get it.
Isn't that facts?
He just said that.
Isn't that
I'm not
facts?
even kidding, bro. He just said that.
They'll probably put 80 on Aaron Gordon, honestly.
And look what happened last year.
I know,
How do you
still-
beat him?
still the
Please
best way-
tell me.
still the best
How?
way to do it.
I ain't the coach.
Okay, we're not done. Yeah, we got more takes.
You guys tried that last year. I remember 80 wasn't guarding Jokic. And had him like coming off help.
Yeah.
Jokic still killed him, and it was because of the Gordon lobs.
I know, but still, things change, man.
What's the strategy though? Like
Let's force Aaron Gordon to beat us. Fuck it. Make him shoot those corner threes.
then
Let's
you're
see if
playing to
he can do it
Jokic's
again.
strengths.
Okay, let's see if he can do
Assists.
it again. It's better, dude. Okay, if that's the case, we're gonna have to either have Jokic be 1-on-1.
He's unguardable, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Pick your poison,
dare Aaron Gordon to beat us again. Let's see how many threes he can make this time.
Same with Jamal. I think Jamal not averaging 30 is going to be a huge help. So that's the way to win, I'd say.
What about you, Bess? How you feel?
I have some stats. You guys want?
He knows he's on my side.
We'll get into it, Gabe. But I want to hear it because I think Bess. Do you have the Nuggets, Bess?
I just want to show you guys. I
That's
want
what
to
I'm
show you
saying.
guys.
This
I
is-
want to put into perspective how good the Nuggets played against the Lakers
Gabe,
in that
we can
series
wait-
compared
we
to
can
other
wait.
series.
Because no,
All
trust
right,
me, Gabe.
let's see
Because
what-
we're gonna have a long Lakers
no.
discussion.
I don't wait.
Let-
We can
let Bess say
let
what
Bess
he
say.
wants.
I had a couple stats.
I don't know.
We could do the
He's a
Denver
Laker
side
fan at
first.
heart, but
We can do the
logically
Denver
he
side
knows
first,
what
and then
side
we'll
he's
go
on.
Lakers side.
Logically he knows what side he's
Yeah,
on.
no, I think the Denvers are still. I think the Nuggets are still gonna take it, but I have this one going to 7.
sir.
I think it's gonna be a lot
Scooby?
harder. I think the series is going to be a lot harder because I think the Lakers kind of know what to expect, and I think a lot of those games were closer than the score led on, and I don't think a lot of like you said, some of those shots that hit the role players played well. I think they will still play well, and that'll ultimately end up with them winning the series. But I think the degree of how well they will play will just not be as much. Like Jamal hitting some of those shots, Aaron Gordon hitting corner threes at like a 35%.
They were locked in
clip.
last year for sure.
Yeah.
MPJ is getting hot, like hitting all shots, and of course he's a shooter and
He's
stuff like
hitting
that.
out of
but,
bounds, falling out of bounds, fucking
Yeah.
threes. Like,
and I think a lot of it is on Darvin Ham, and I don't know how I feel about him as a playoff coach because in a regular season, like we know he's a fraud and whatever. He just tries, he just tries shit and doesn't care about the record. Or
It's
whatnot.
LeBron though, I guess,
But
right?
and it's like it's him, but I also feel like Darvin Ham, like I think the reason he does all this stupid shit in the regular season is because he knows the stupid shit in the playoffs, so now he doesn't try it.
Yeah.
But it's like obviously it looks bad when he's doing it. So I think he'll be a little more locked in. I think having an extra big in Jackson Hayes, I'm not saying he's gonna stop Jokic or nothing like that, but just another body to throw at him. I think that was a big problem last year.
we didn't have anyone.
We have nobody outside of AD. It's like Rudy,
Jackson
good luck, brother.
Jackson Hayes might get Jokic hot because he's not the greatest. He's not the smartest player, bro.
Again,
to be fair,
first of all, I said I didn't even say he was gonna guard him. I just said he's a body.
Yeah.
He's a body. So we could do the two big things. If
Crowd the
AD's
paint.
on Jokic and Jackson Hayes is back there, Jokic
he's not
is
the smartest cookie though, man.
But he doesn't have to be the smartest because he has to be big and just stand
Yeah.
there. And he's athletic.
He's athletic, yeah.
If you're in the
He's a
wrong
lock throw.
spot though, that gets the
Okay,
Denver going.
That's okay. He's there. He can have 3 fouls in the first half. It doesn't matter. He only
Okay.
plays 15
Okay,
minutes
gotcha,
anyway.
gotcha,
Like we're
yeah.
not relying on him to play 20
Yeah, yeah.
minutes. But just the
That's
fact that
his
it's
role.
an option.
Just spot
there.
minutes, yeah.
It's an option there. And I think the role players we have now are a lot better. Jamal Murray, we didn't have nobody to put on him. Dennis Schroeder tried his best, but like
He's getting shit on,
I
dude.
think
Like-
Gabe Vincent's a better guard. I think Cam Reddish could do a better job on him. Torian Prince will do a better job on him.
I think he only averaged like 21 against him.
I think a lot of
in the
those
series.
players are just gonna get lost. bro.
Against Gabe Vincent. He had like 21. He averaged like 21.
Oh, in the finals?
In the finals, yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, Gabe's not at that level right now. First off, he's still on spot minutes because he's coming back from injury.
Yeah, it's been like 10 games.
How many minutes? What's the most minutes he's played since coming back?
But he don't need to play more than 20. Like, it's fine.
All right, Reeves and D'Lo have no chance against Jamal.
That's okay, but
they don't, bro.
No,
AR's a little bit better.
But it's okay. We don't need him. We can have one of them guard MPJ because all he's gonna do is shoot anyway. He's not driving down the lane. Now, what they have to do is they have to hold their load offensively. Like Gabe said, if he's going to average 7, we have no chance. We might get swept again if this dude averages 7 points. Like, I'm going to be real.
I'll be fair, though. Like, getting Denver in the first round before they catch any heat is good.
It's definitely good because not only are we, like, more prepared and like, at our fullest potential, but they haven't got any heat as well. So I think it's the best time to get them. And if you do beat them, now you feel like you can beat anybody.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like you're not scared of nobody if you beat Denver. So
huge momentum boost.
Yeah.
The mental goes up.
At the end of the day, though, I think that Denver, like you said, the rotations in the playoffs decrease. So all that shit about their depth, yes, they don't have nobody off the bench outside of Christian Braun, and even him, he's like a second-year player.
Yeah.
I like Peyton Watson, but all he does is play defense. He has no offensive game, which he's like Vanderbilt basically.
Yeah.
And I would even say
Vanderbilt's
better.
The Holiday brothers all right too.
Holiday brothers are right, but he might get 10 minutes a game at most.
Yeah,
you know,
that's all you need, though.
You got no backup big, but you could probably play Aaron Gordon that small ball. But again, Lakers is not.
Y'all
just
gonna play like
Jordan,
minutes.
DJ.
We're gonna see how important Bruce Brown was for that series. I'm just telling you.
Oh, definitely
right
was a huge hit they lost.
He was a very important piece.
He's a hit, but again, at the end of the day,
he's not the offense though.
But
he was used for them though.
Yeah, he was, and that's why I think that a lot of those games are going to be harder because when Jokic comes off the court, I just don't think it's going to be as good as it was last year. They had Bruce Brown, Jamal Murray filling in, Jeff Green too.
Yeah.
Small ball.
They don't even have Jeff.
They
don't even have Jeff.
So it's like Aaron Gordon's basically their backup center, and it's like they're going to have periods where him and Jokic are both off the court, and those are the minutes we're going to have to win. So
I think they'll keep one on the court at all times, at least one.
Maybe we'll see. I mean, Mike Malone's a good coach, and he knows how to scheme, but yeah, I think
especially he doesn't like the Lakers either, man. He's always talking bad on their names.
Nobody likes the Lakers, bro.
So he's gonna try extra hard.
It's
there's glory in
he
being
be doing the most. He's corny.
We're just suffering from success.
Nigga.
It's just how it is. People hate you when you
Mike
win.
Malone's a corny ass nigga. There's no way you talking about the Lakers
Dude,
at
even
the
in the
chip.
Even their chip.
That's insane.
Like
not one word about the
rent
Heat.
free.
You don't like
that's rent free crazy.
I think I saw a quote the other day.
Literally, like
I think there's a quote the other day of him saying that these guys haven't beat us in like 8 games or something like that. They're gonna try extra hard to get us in game 1, so we have to prepare for that. It's just like giving them a bad compliment type.
Yeah, like a backhanded compliment.
Backhanded compliment.
Yeah,
that's
a slight jab right there.
It's like that they haven't beat us in 8 games. That's insane.
Yeah, but in the playoffs we're 4-4, so that's all I got to say.
Yeah. Who's your guys' X factor then? All right, let me go. Let you guys speak on the Lakers. Why are they gonna win this series?
I think X factor for us personally is Rui Hachimura because I think not only offensively but defensively, because I'm not saying he has to fucking lock up Jokic or Gordon or whoever, but we seen last year for like a whole half he was doing a good job on Jokic. That kind of stopped working out, but I think him defensively and him hitting shots similar to what he did in the Memphis series, he's important to us because if that fifth starter, because we know LeBron's gonna do his thing, AD aggression's a question, but we know defensively he'll be there. And I mean, Austin and D'Lo,
who's guarding.
They have to score. Like that's just role. Like I mean, if they don't score, we have no chance. But assuming they're just at least getting their averages, that fifth starter in Rui is I think who's going to be the X factor.
He needs to rebound too. I remember last year those offensive rebounds by Jokic was insane.
Yeah, crash the glass and
box him out.
Because the Nuggets have all 5 players that can score on offense in their starting lineup, and I think we do too. But it's about winning those individual matchups against like KCP, against Aaron Gordon. Like those are the little things, because I think LeBron and AD can do enough to cancel out Jokic, and then D'Lo and AR can cancel out Jamal, and it's like we need to see if Rui can do enough to match another one of the role players.
You need to steal one on the road.
That's
100%.
No,
one of the first 2 games.
Yeah, one of the first 2.
Obviously, you need to win on the road to win the series.
I mean, if we go down 3-0, like, there's no way we're winning that.
First 2 games.
Right, LeBron loves to break records. LeBron loves to break records.
3-1,
3-0. You know, all those got to go in the book at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Let's take a break actually, because this camera's about to die, and then you can think about what you're about to say, and then you can.
I have a couple points. I just want to hear Hassan's opinions on certain things that happened in the last series.
Yeah, I'm here to argue. How are you gonna make? You let him do it for 4 games though.
I let him do it. I never jersey him.
No.
I'm not D'Angelo Russell averaging 6 points per game.
Is he still recording?
I ain't let him. I would have benched his ass when he had 4.
D'Lo is better than last year though.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Like 1,000.
We getting back into it? Is it ready?
Yeah, so you can start when you want.
Recording.
Right, fuck the Nuggets.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my whole take.
All right, Lakers in 7.
Yeah, Lakers in 7.
You guys didn't give your predictions in games.
Go ahead, Gabe.
Just to go off like Rip, I think the Lakers are gonna push this to 7, and I'm not gonna be like Lakers win, Lakers blah blah. I think it goes to 7, and it goes either way at that point. I know it'll be the Nuggets home game there, but I can see it going either way. I don't think it's gonna be 4 or 5. Like how did you say 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hassan's tripping. I don't think it's gonna be 5. I think it's gonna be a very competitive matchup. It might be the most competitive matchup. If I want to put it into vague terms, what I was saying before, Nuggets got worse in my eyes. Lakers got better in my eyes. And I know from last year we got swept. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. The margin of victory says otherwise. It was a very close, intense game. I think this year will be a little bit different.
No.
Nice. All right.
You're insane. You're insane.
Full take,
But nah,
full
but my basically premise
He got
for
you
this.
with that one.
Yeah.
But basically, for the main points I want to make is Jamal Murray is not going to be that much of a burner like
Yeah,
on a
it
game.
was hot.
33 points per game, 50, 50, 90 is actually ridiculous.
Okay, so what do you think it'll average?
Austin Reeves will play better. D'Lo will not average 6. You know how if D'Lo
agree.
played regular basketball, we win that series. No matter what the Nuggets
Dude,
play.
that's his whole career though. He plays super hot or he plays super cold.
No, 6 points per game is legit. Like
Super cold.
you don't need to be in the league
For
anymore.
the whole league. Yeah.
13% from
For a
3.
series is crazy.
You don't need to be in the league anymore.
He's
For a
cold.
series
He was
is
taking
insane.
shots up after the game and still miss.
He's cold. I remember that.
You remember
the
that
memes?
meme?
D'Lo still
he's
shooting.
still shooting.
He said that he
You know,
still
if
missed.
he averages like 25%.
They lost the series and they were still posting like
Oh god, they do. The series was over, nigga. It's like
Game 5, right? Game 5.
the season ended. They were still making the
If
memes. I'm
D'Lo's
like,
a bad game, they're gonna post the old clip of him saying he's in the arena putting shots up a year ago.
100%,
I'm gonna laugh.
yeah.
But regardless,
man.
I don't think the Nuggets are gonna play as hot as they did before. They did lose a few crucial pieces, and I think the Lakers did end up getting better. They started rolling in the second half of the season. Beating the Nuggets in the first round now would be a huge like victory for them
Momentum
mentally.
boost.
If they get it done, I think they go all the way to the finals.
How do you think they got better from last year though? Lakers. They lost
Okay.
Lando's not there anymore.
Okay,
He's
the Vando
a
thing is huge,
piece.
but if you ask me, the
Every
Vando
other
piece in
player
the
is better.
Nuggets,
Yeah.
the Vando piece in the Nuggets was it was a little iffy because when I say this is he can't work on Jokic and on Murray's too hard too because the pick, but
He
like
can't score. So
he can't score. He's also bad on offense. But now that you know other offensive players, I think we can combat that like better than last year.
you're just saying basically D'Lo is better.
D'Lo's better. Murray will not play that good. The whole team for the Nuggets will not play that good. Mark my words. If they play as good as they did last year,
Mark my words.
It's possible,
I'm
man.
not
It
watching
really is
basketball.
possible.
I mean,
though.
it's improbable is what I want to say.
Okay.
It's improbable. That is the reason I think, and we say all this stuff about AD. I think he's going to come aggressively.
I don't care what AD does.
I've heard
Really
a lot.
doesn't
I've
matter.
seen a lot of things
It
about
does
him.
matter.
It
If
does
he-
matter.
If he's averaging 30 points, it changes the entire series.
But he doesn't do it though. Like
I
how many years are we
you
gonna
say
give
it
him?
doesn't
What
matter
if?
what he do.
But they-
Because
they
nobody's
said-
gonna do.
They
No,
say he
no.
doesn't. They say he doesn't play through
Every-
injuries
He has
and
series
stay
where he
healthy
does
either.
be aggressive.
This was
There's
his most
series
healthy
where he-
Yeah.
games play season of his whole career.
When is the
76
last series he's been like aggressive the whole series? Even
Things
the last
changed.
game, even against the Pelicans, he didn't even care.
Bro,
he was
it
just out there
matters-
hooping,
it
man.
Yeah,
matters- bro,
2015, man.
It depends on what the matchup
The
entails.
Grizzlies, I say he's aggressive.
Yeah,
every
he was
game.
aggressive. He had a 40 bomb there, 44 bomb.
When the matchup is advantageous to him, is when he's more
Jaren
aggressive.
Jackson D-point was there. What do you mean matchup was
I mean,
advantageous?
Bro,
he's better than
It's the
Jaren
Memphis
Jackson.
Grizzlies.
I know he's
you
better.
take him
but I'm saying
serious?
his defense. He's playing
You
against.
think
Yeah.
you take him seriously?
Who?
JJJ
Where's D-point?
against Anthony Davis.
You want to talk about?
You're laughing. You're laughing at the man.
You want to talk about D-point with Rudy
You don't take
Gobert?
him seriously.
Give him the title. Give him the respect.
That's a regular season
that's
award.
true. If you
That-
gonna talk about Rudy, you got to give Jaren.
As a
Jackson
regular
respect.
season award, I know he's free in the playoffs. Rudy Gobert.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is
He's
like,
an easy lick. Rudy Gobert, easy lick out there, man.
Jaren Jackson's different than Rudy in the playoffs. Jaren Jackson's better.
Yeah,
in the
Jaren
playoffs
Jackson's better defender in the
defensively.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Dude, Eddie had his nuts in his mouth. Is this
That's
not
AD.
facts?
Hey, Jaren
He's
got it back
aggressive.
though. Jaren got it
Yes.
back.
Bez,
But he
has
dunked
nuts,
on him too.
He had his nuts in his mouth because he was aggressive. That's
Dude,
what I'm
we
saying.
no one believed in the Memphis Grizzlies.
What?
Who believed in them?
Oh,
We all
yeah.
had the
Like a
Lakers
number one
winning.
seed, they were the top 2 seed.
Dude, that does
They're-
not
they're
matter.
Second seed, yeah.
Okay, but the Lakers could be OKC. Boo, OKC's the first seed. They're the best team in the
we're the
West.
Lakers.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you want me to
It's
Like
say
you
that.
said,
matchups,
Hey, it's
right?
about matchup. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. The Lakers
That's
got
why
the
we
Thunder
believe the
number.
Lakers. That's why. But he's saying, oh, this team is good because they have this, and that. They're number one
Give me
seed.
your reasons.
But you're saying the Memphis was good because of that,
Bro,
which is
Memphis-
cap because we knew AD was going to dominate that man.
But you say we knew AD was gonna dominate, but you always say in the backhand AD's not aggressive. Why do you keep saying these?
Only
like,
when it's
like-
advantageous to him. He plays good
but
against
you
players
can't
that he
keep
doesn't
adding
need
these,
to.
like parentheses after you say for AD.
Once it
You
like
think he's gonna
once
be
the lights
aggressive?
are
He
once the
doesn't
lights
need to. It's
shine.
the fucking playoffs. Why would he not need to?
I mean, I'm saying obviously he needs to, but I'm saying when there's no like pressure like that on him to
It's in
score.
the playoffs. It's the guy's pressure.
It's not that much pressure like we
No,
expect
it's
it from
the
him,
playoffs.
right? But once you get like to the highest heights where you like, oh, AD really needs to do this, he doesn't show up some games.
I mean, he
which
did
is
it
facts.
to Bam when we won the chip.
Facts.
He was doing
Yeah,
his thing.
in the
And
bubble.
and in the bubble against Jokic, he held
That was
it down.
that was your guys' best year.
What about
You
against
won.
the Warriors? What about like you're forgetting like key pieces?
So we
like,
see what
But there's some
happens.
games where he doesn't show up, right?
No, but
against
we
the
see
Warriors.
what happens when he's
We won
aggressive
the
every
series.
series. It's a championship season.
No, not against the freaking Nuggets. When he was aggressive game 1, what happened? They lost.
The Nuggets were on
'Cause of
like
defense.
juice sliders. I keep telling you.
Okay,
this.
Jokic would
Even
still
if
be
he-
on sliders.
We put Rui Hashimura on Jokic. It's not our
And you
fault.
still have him.
Having
You still have him. You're going to put him on again.
No, we're not. We're gonna lose if we do.
If you want 80,
Please
to
don't.
average 30, if you want 80 to average 30, Jamal was still playing better than AD that series. He averaged 33.
Yeah, Jamal, he showed up.
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna happen.
So what do you think
like
Jamal's
that.
going to average?
24, 25.
Not
brother.
even. I'm gonna give him 22.
Yeah, maybe even 20.
Is that
I'm
still
being
not a dub?
generous. Dub? D'Lo's not averaging 6. That's what I keep telling you, bro. Like D'Lo's gonna
Okay,
If
average
D'Lo averages a season average of 18 points to change his entire
Austin
series.
Reeves 16, Rui 13. Like
It's just a
14.
bad matchup. Even in the regular season, it's a bad matchup for you guys. Like,
Oh my god.
you guys haven't won in 8 games.
That don't
Obviously, it's not a good
I
matchup,
don't,
right?
think I don't think it's a bad matchup. Like I'm not saying
Not a good
I'm
one.
Not, yeah, but I don't think it's like they have some inherent advantage over us.
You're saying
Jokic.
Nuggets in 5 is insane.
That's over every team though.
Yeah. He's an advantage for his
Well,
skill.
yeah, okay, but it's not. It's again, it's not a matchup wise because of some.
What if the
type of
Warriors
players
versus the
they
Nuggets
have.
right now? What would you give
They would
them?
lose.
In 4?
But the reason why
How
they
many?
beat
How
him,
many?
huh?
How many?
I give him a
Let's say
game.
6.
Or
Oh.
Curry's not getting swept. Like
Oh,
LeBron,
okay, so
I mean,
he never
LeBron
got- I'll
I'll
did.
give
give
but-
Curry a game, sure. I'll
He
give
never
Curry a
got-
game.
he
Curry
never
is-
got-
that's-
It's a better matchup for them because they can go smaller. And when they beat them, they stopped everybody
Lakers
besides
about
Jokic.
to go small, bro. They're about
Imagine.
to play Jokic off the court.
The way that the Warriors just play without the
Facts.
basketball is
Facts.
how they win games. But I feel like the only way you can beat the Nuggets is if you let Jokic eat and stop everybody else, which is your
Jokic
point.
is gonna
You
eat.
said Murray's going to drop,
Jokic
Gordon's
is the
going
only
to drop.
solidified lock I see, like him
Eating.
doing anything. It's the other players who are not going to add. Bro, Murray 50% from 3.
That's
Aaron
your
Gordon,
best point.
No, what we have to
like,
do
it's not happening.
is let Jokic eat the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter let everyone else eat because they're gonna be cold because they'd have take shots throughout the entire game. We let Jokic eat, and now we're like, oh, now we're sending double to you. Pass. Okay, you want
Yeah.
to pass?
Good
Go
luck,
ahead,
buddy.
pass. Now he
Passing is the worst
No,
way.
no, but he could pass to Aaron Gordon, who's taking 3 shots the whole game, and he's not gonna be warm. He's not
Clink,
gonna rise up to the
clankers.
moments. Yeah, exactly.
But, man, the way that, like,
You
his
expect-
advantage is him passing the basketball. If he
Alright.
passes the basketball and he gets a bunch of assists,
but
they
you
win.
expect the Nuggets
if
to
you
play
pass,
like that
but it's
again.
like you're right. His advantage is passing the basketball, but it's like you pass it, the teammates got to make the shot. So it's
Yeah.
like if those guys aren't hitting,
Then
that's
they lose.
It's like that passes mean nothing. The motherfucker gonna have to put his
Yeah.
foot on
Dog,
our
I
neck
still
himself.
think I think you're,
Yeah.
you're
But a
overrating
30
like the
look.
Nuggets team.
Look.
Go ahead.
So it's time to cook, man. All right. So first off, when it comes to the Nuggets, I'm gonna address them first. The Nuggets, Jokic, he's gonna do his thing regardless. There is no stopping what he does. You have to limit his assists at the end of the day. But when it comes to the like his own scoring and his own rebounding, you gotta try to get him out the paint when it comes to the rebounding because he ate
Offensive rebound, yeah.
he ate on
Dominated.
offensive rebounds last
I'm
year.
trying to get him in foul trouble, to be real.
Honestly, yeah, you got to keep going at it.
Going
You
at
got to
his chest
actually,
every
yeah,
time.
you got to actually try to tire him out. I know that he looks tired, but he has endurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he just
for
looks
sure.
like he's tired, but
Yeah,
he's not
for
tired.
sure.
But Jokic is gonna do him. Like we've said a million times, Jamal Murray is not averaging 33 points.
No.
It's
Never
not
say never,
happening.
man.
Nah, I know, but it's not happening, and that's just their second best player.
Okay.
MPJ,
Let me say why
but-
I
no, but I'm
think
saying-
it could
but-
happen.
Don't worry,
though.
keep
Okay,
going.
my
Nah,
fault, my
but-
fault.
For the rest of the team last year, 1 through 8 literally play out of their minds. They had Jeff Green hitting any corner 3 that they needed. Anytime we had any type of momentum, Jeff Green 3.
Yeah.
KCP was hitting every 3.
Yeah.
He hasn't had the. He was
Well, he was
actually
hitting
having one of the
mid-ranges
best.
and
Yeah,
shit,
he was
too.
one of having one of the best seasons of his
don't
career
like y'all,
last
bro.
season. He's not doing that this season.
don't like you
He's
guys.
regressed a bit from last season. He's getting older. I don't think that they lost Brown, who was a huge spark plug, and any non-Jokic minutes he was cooking. Like I like Peyton Watson too, as Beth says, but yeah, he's not an offensive player. He's not going to give you those 14 that Bruce was giving you. Christian Brown is also pretty good, but he's still not Bruce Brown. They lost those rotational pieces this year, so I think objectively they are a little bit worse. And I don't think that they're gonna have that historic run. And I think that a lot of it was the West Conference Finals. I know some people may think that them playing through other 2 series may have
Probably why Jamal
made him
averaged
tired.
33.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
well,
saying,
average
but he was
mojo.
rolling. They were rolling by the time they got to the
Momentum
Lakers.
for sure, yeah.
All right, so that's on the Nuggets. When it comes to the GOAT and his team, there's so many more reasons to believe in the Lakers right now than last season.
Give him to me.
D'Lo's having a career year. Austin has. I'd say that he's around the same as last year. He was good last year.
He just did it for the whole season.
Yeah. He just did it consistently for the whole season, which is good.
Played every game.
He showed that he can be consistent. He's still decent with his mid-range pull-ups and getting those foul when you need him in those ISO moments. Rui's having a career year. Or at least a career. He is having a career year, but the second half was where he was really been shining. Yeah. I think that him being so consistent, like he's so efficient on his shots. I know that people complain that he doesn't pass that much, but he's efficient at the end of the day. He averages over 50% from the field, so he's
a play finisher.
Yeah,
he's not look to like when he gets the ball, finish the play. He's look
shooting,
to score.
driving.
He has way more confidence.
He's like the last pass on the play to
score. He has way more confidence this year. I think that D'Lo having that season last year.
I didn't even mention Spencer Dinwiddie, who's gonna give us.
Who's been good spot minutes So I think that D'Lo having a career year is gonna help him not just fall apart. You see, even like there was a lot of pressure in the play-in, and he still rose. He started off hot. He kind of like was whatever during the middle.
With Darvin Ham, I felt like Gabe Vincent. No, I was gonna say I feel like Darvin Ham with him and D'Lo last year. Like I feel like he was favoriting Dennis a lot, and that kind of got him with D'Lo. And like,
brother,
literally,
player, no, straight up.
Though.
He did.
No, but
Schroeder is better though.
Nah.
He plays
defense. Yeah,
but D'Lo's a better player.
Why do we believe in D'Lo? Look, I just looked at his playoffs. In the playoffs, he hasn't done anything in his career in the playoffs.
Yeah,
ever.
Still,
so we're just gonna believe in him now.
He's still not that old. He's like 29.
I don't care how old he is.
D'Lo's not 29.
He's 28 or something like
that. He averaged 19 one year, but that was with Brooklyn, and they lost in 5 games.
Well, I mean,
it was with LA last year.
Number one option. He's
on Minnesota, he averaged 12 points, and then with the Lakers last year, 13.
Okay.
Minnesota was a.
What do you expect from him?
No, Minnesota. It was one series, and he was ass. I'm not going to.
Yes, he was trash last year too. What do you want him to do? He's not going to drop 17 points.
Yeah, but it was a much.
Why can't he drop 17?
Because he hasn't shown us otherwise.
But ever. Last season, you got to take into context the reason. It's not like for something happens and he just shrinks and he just misses shots. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's mental or something. But he plays exactly the same way in the playoffs. He just can't hit his shots. And if he doesn't, I guess it's a mental block and he's gonna have to figure it out.
But I think this
year, his game style does not indicate to me that he's not built for the playoffs. He does everything you want a playoff.
His history does though. He hasn't done anything.
I'm not gonna say his history is that extensive to be like
3 years is enough though. In my opinion.
Brooklyn don't count because he played well and he was the number one option. I'll give you Minnesota, and last year he had spurts of games where he played well and awful in the Western Conference Finals. It tanked his numbers for sure.
Yeah, but I think that this year he's coming in with a whole new confidence. You've seen the difference. You can't just be like,
he's been playing better.
He played good the whole year. But it don't matter. Like even people, I'm a believer in that
he plays good, really well, and then he gets cold.
But last year
he's not gonna average more than 12 points. Like look me that. Tell me he won't.
I can get with you. He might not get 17, but 12. Come on, bro. 12 points, bro.
Don't say
in the series. 12 in the series.
Yes.
Okay, I say he averages 12, but he'll have games where he has like over 20 and games where he has less than 10.
That's okay.
Okay, so it's over 12 for sure.
He's a streaky player.
So that's just on the D'Lo.
That won't be enough.
D'Lo's coming in with a full. Yeah, he's coming in with a full season of a lot of confidence. Now that they got rid of Dennis, There shouldn't even have been there's no competition. Like he's
a lock starter.
Okay, but
he's confident in his role.
He
knows what he's. I mean, I do.
He was a good defender. He should have been playing.
Not the team anymore.
He was.
No, but
he was a good defender. He was a good defender for the year, but on Murray he was abysmal.
Everybody was.
Yeah, no, but he, especially in the Lakers series, he had his best series
against
has
the
Lakers.
No chance defensively in any series against any.
But D'Lo, expect that. But also D'Lo has locked in. D'Lo has locked in pretty well when it comes to just at least playing good team defense. He's in those passing lanes. It's not like he's not Trae Young out there. You know what I mean?
Nobody is.
AR is decent defensively. He's not ass. I don't think he'll get completely torched.
The only problem with AR is he's literally too unathletic and small.
Yeah, like
literally he tries his ass off, bro.
They just gotta.
Too small.
They gotta.
He can't.
They gotta just rotate them and Gabe Vincent when it comes to playing defense on them.
Rotations are gonna be huge.
Yeah, rotations are gonna be huge. Gabe Vincent did a very good job on him in the finals, and I know that some of it could be attributed to the Miami Heat's team defense.
He gonna bring that with him.
But facts.
He's coming off an injury.
He's bringing that heat culture, but still, like
can't play at that same level.
He's still a good gritty and skilled defender. So I think if he can play some decent defense, we shouldn't have Murray having 33 points.
I'm gonna be honest, he's way better than Dennis Schroeder at getting around screens.
Okay, but how healthy do you guys think he really is?
decently healthy.
Good enough to
Gabe?
play.
What percentage?
Yeah.
What
Gabe?
percentage?
I'll say like 80.
80%.
Above
Yeah.
70. Above 70.
I'd say like
Let's see
80%.
So the defense won't be there like fully.
But still,
The effort
anything was
will,
better
hopefully.
than what Murray averaged 33. Like
Okay, he won't average 33, but I'll give him a solid 25 though. 20 to 25.
I'll say
20
I
to
say between
25?
I agree 23 between 23 and
I'm
25.
saying
But
between 22 to 25.
All right, that's
But-
going to win you a series.
That's fair.
and so
could
that's
be, yeah.
5 actually, I think.
Never say never.
I think it's more important for the Lakers role players than the Denver because
You guys need to. I think you guys
And-
need to win game 1.
We're
But,
way
okay,
more
so-
depthy than them, by the way. I just
I
want to
don't
clear
think
that
so. We
out
just have
there.
to win
We're
one
way
or
more
two.
depthy than those
I don't
guys.
think it really
all
matters.
right. So wait, I gotta get to my next point because my next point is one of the most important.
Go ahead. 80.
No,
Darman.
I agree when you say 80 is irrelevant. I think 80 will play well, but I do think that the deciding factor, one of the big deciding factors, is the GOAT James. You know, LeBron. What we saw last year. Take it how you want, but most people could agree that he was hobbled going into that series and going into the playoffs in
I'm
general.
not even thinking about that at all in this.
No.
series.
But I'm saying you gotta listen. You gotta
I'll
peep
let you
science.
speak,
Gotta
I'll let
peep
you
science.
speak. Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people would agree that he was somewhat hobbled, at least compared to where he is right now. He's in a much better place physically and health wise, right? Can we agree on that?
He's a year older, so I don't know. I think
That
he
don't
was
matter.
healthy
But I'm
before, in
talking
my
about what you're visibly
He'll still do the
watching
same
night
things,
in and night out.
In my opinion, I think he'll still do the
He's
same.
more
Nah.
fresh. I can say
He's
that.
he's far more fresh.
Okay, we'll give him that. I
He-
guess what 95.
He
to
was
90%?
but he was just coming. Like we knocked a lot of people when we talk about these playoffs for
This
just
man
coming
had
off
to
of
chase
injuries.
Steph Curry for 6
Yeah.
games. Like he was gassed. As
We
fuck.
knocked a lot of
Okay,
people.
yeah,
we
fresh,
knocked a lot
I'll
of
give you
people just for coming off of injuries, and LeBron was just coming off of injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he played 2 playoff series that went a decent amount of games. 7. What was the Nuggets
6
game?
and 6.
6 and 6.
Yeah.
I mean, not Nuggets, the Grizzlies, but yeah, they went 6 and 6 games playing against Curry and playing against one of the most fast-paced offenses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, so going into the series, he was already pretty gassed, but the issue of his foot was obvious. It was obvious, but it was obvious that he was getting gassed from being not out of shape because it's Braun. Yeah, but he when it came to his numbers, he averaged like 21 first 3 quarters and like 3 or something or like 5 in the fourth. This year, where's he at? He's looking at he should be a clutch player candidate, but he's not. But he's one of the most clutch players in the league, right? Is that a difference?
He has the most fourth quarter points at like 8.1 or something.
Yeah.
This year?
And so
Yes.
yes, he has the
That's
most.
before the season.
He has the
I saw
most.
that.
He has the most fourth
That's
quarter
what I
Oh,
points.
Steph.
So I think that is going to be a big deciding factor. The second deciding factor when it comes to GOAT James is that last year was by far his worst 3-point shooting year of his entire career.
He's been on a burner
This year,
recently.
this year, but it's not even just recently. This year, he
42%,
has
something
his
like that.
best shooting better than Curry. I know we've seen
Yeah,
the
I saw
stats.
that, yeah.
So yeah, he
Percentage-wise,
finished
obviously.
wise better than Curry.
Curry's shooting like triple.
But still, like this is Bron's best 3-point shooting year. A lot of the times, even though he was like he was 1 for 20 in the series, in the Nugget series. You think he's gonna go 1 for 20 this series?
No.
I don't think so.
I
You know what I mean?
remember talking about that.
And a lot of that was him settling for threes because he couldn't drive. Right now, his drive is crazy. He's driving straight into niggas' chest and just laying it up. He's able to play his bully ball. I think he's at a much better place physically and just in his game right now. He's rolling right now.
I'll give
He's
you
not
that.
coming
He's
off the
hot.
injury, you know?
But
So I think that'll be and then not only that, when it comes to the Lakers as a team, I know that we're, fighting for the play-in. But since the All-Star break, when they started using our lineup, we're 22-10. If we was using that lineup the entire season, we would be at a better seed, and it wouldn't be like, oh,
not
they're
how it
just a
works.
whatever. Yes, it is.
No, it
Because
isn't.
we're judging based off of what this team is right now. They're 22-10. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you
can actually
expand that
say
for the what's
this
it called?
year. Like,
Yeah,
the West is so close. Like if some of the like
a
I
few
saw,
games.
I saw
Yeah,
the Kings fans talking about like, bro, if we didn't blow some of these games that we blew at the end of the year, we wouldn't even have to worry about the.
That's
play-in.
what I'm
We
saying.
would've been in the
Playing
playoffs
50
already.
games with a dookie ass lineup, and then all of a sudden you use the one that you knew, and it works. You're 22-10. It's just like there's nothing that changed for the Lakers besides changing the lineup. It's like you literally could have done that at any time. It's not like they got new pieces. They got better. This team, they could have been doing this the entire season. So I think that them being 22-10 past the All-Star break needs to be taken into account of who they are when it comes to seeding and how good they would be. I
definitely
think
a
they
positive.
deserve to be a higher seed, but they're not at the end of the day. So I think that all those factors, and then you take into account that most of the games were tied with like a minute left or like close with a minute left in the game. You're gonna tell me
Denver's
that all
still a
these
better fourth
pluses
quarter
that
team.
the Lakers are a better fourth quarter team this year.
Not better.
Or
than
not
Denver,
not actually not statistically, but that's just only because for the regular season they were better last year, but it's just like going into the playoffs, it was a different story. That's not the story of the entire season. You know what I mean? They were coming off with a hobbled run in the postseason. So I think that since the margin of victories in every single game was so close, and there's a lot of things we have going for us this year that we didn't have last year, and then the Nuggets have a little less going for them than that they had last year. I think those margins will switch. And I don't think it'll be like a sweep, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I agree. That's why
it'll be a 7-game series.
So
it will be a 7-game series, and I think the Lakers can take it. Yeah, as long as D'Lo doesn't average 6 and everyone stays healthy, you know what I mean? Like, I think that the Lakers can take it.
I'm pretty much.
And they will.
He'll get
hurt. That would be
Just like imagine.
There's no scenario. Yeah, there's no scenario that we can count on Jokic playing bad.
Like puts him in a cage or some shit. I'm playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only way Jokic plays bad is like some Ben Simmons virus into his mind.
Nah.
Like he doesn't shoot anymore.
Mentality.
Yeah, I think. I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm
to
sure.
be at a generational meltdown or something like to have Jokic not play a good game.
I pretty much share the same sentiments as these guys, but it's just like I just think the Nuggets having home court and the fact that their home court is in a place where it's just so hard to play for multiple reasons.
Yeah,
that's gonna send them over the edge. But yeah, some of the stuff like with Jamal Murray averaging 33, the shots they hit, the fact that
I didn't even get into the fucking circus shots. Like every time we had any momentum, fucking step back, like spin around, can't find a pass, step back, fucking fading all the way to
they're
the floor,
definitely
like,
on a heater though.
And just the fact that we've already like it just can't get worse than it was last year. Type thing.
Literally.
You know, like you already been in that situation, you kind of know what to expect just for that fact alone. I think
wasn't AD also coming off injuries going into the playoffs?
I
don't think so.
No, I think he was good.
I think we're gonna shock the world.
But back to your Braun point, like where he had 20 points in the first quarter and 3 in the rest or something like that.
Oh, like in the first 3?
Yeah. That's because of how the game was going. I remember some games Austin Reeves will take over and Braun would take a back seat. But it shows himself in certain moments. But to your point about like how hot he is right now, I think he'll take over, and that would be like a positive for them rather than him taking a back seat to Reeves or D'Lo.
I think part of him taking such big back seats last year was that he had to like he was like not playing. He was playing the whole game, but like he was giving himself spot minutes to do something. Except for the last game,
I think that was because of the momentum of the game, though. That's my opinion. I thought he was healthy.
But it wasn't. I don't think it was momentum. I think it was health.
We'll see now. He'll definitely shoot 1 for 20.
Regardless of, I think, how the series goes, I think this is bad for the Nuggets because they're going to have to really try. I mean, this is not going to be easy series for them. Like, they're going to have to really get out the mud. And next round, they're going to have another dogfight. So it's like they're going to have a really tough road in this playoffs. Yeah. And so I think this run, if they were to win it this year, is going to be way more impressive than last year because I think these series are going to be longer. They're going to play better teams, and I think they're going to be tested a little more.
Every series will be hard.
And always that second championship is harder to get than the first one because it's like now everybody's out to get you. They know what to expect. You know,
they study you.
Yeah, repeating is not easy.
You know, like they're not surprised anymore by some of the stuff you do. They're on high alert. So it's like
you play the same game as last year too.
Yeah. So
it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's literally the same team but worse. So it's like not even like they changed dynamics or anything. So they have a lot more film that they can study.
The only way they got better is literally internal improvement. Like they lost players, but just like their young guys are not as young. But they're relying on a lot of young players.
I hope MPJ is completely distracted. I hope he bricks all his shots because he can go. He can go. Yeah, literally, he can fucking like
change the game.
Yeah, he could change the game, but I'm saying like back before, like he was not only was his health like a concern, but he was like a streaky player.
Like 70
now he's more consistent, but I think he could still have some fucking over games. You know what I mean? Not completely over, but I know. But I'm saying like that takes him out of the game.
He improved as well this year. Just like I said, he's playing like 70-some games off back surgery.
Yeah, so he's playing great.
It's good for him, and he's a lot better rebounding the ball this year. He's kind of helping him on the glass, so I think that's going to be something to watch. He's not known as a hard-nosed rebounder typically, but
but using his size, like you should be like if you're 6'10", you should be at least grabbing like 5 boards.
I think he might be. Let me double check this, but I think he's averaging a career high in boards rebounds this year.
Yeah, rebounding last year is another reason that you guys lost. Yeah, so you can't just blame the stats. You gotta also blame like team rebounding and.
Yeah, we definitely got a crash glass.
You know?
Career high, not including career high. Well, he averaged 9. He averaged 9 in his second year as
when
well.
He had like a few games or something.
What?
Did he only have like a few games or something, or?
No, he had a good amount of games actually, but he was just not the player he was today.
Yeah.
But so I guess he had to
find
other ways to get on the court at that point. But he's getting back to hitting the glass a little harder. So it's good for them. He's gonna need to do that.
All in all, I believe in the GOAT at the end of the day.
Go James.
That championship pedigree is
we'll see
as long as he's healthy. I think we could.
A little bet on it, buddy boy.
No.
I don't feel good about LeBron winning game ones, dude. Like, it's just not.
We won game 1 against the Grizz and game 1 against the Warriors, didn't we?
Yeah.
So hey.
Yeah, with that Jordan Poole shot from freaking half court, bro.
This guy Larry Nance Jr. said no Jonte Porter. I'm not betting on the Pelicans.
That's tough, bro. That's the scapegoat. Oh, let's do finals predictions.
Oh, like the dark horse and whatnot, or what was that?
So let's do our finals predictions. Who do you think is going to win the finals? Just to see.
Battle for
Get
18.
them correct.
Battle for 18.
And our dark horse.
I got Battle for 18 right now.
My dark horse is Mavs. Or
my dark horse is Mavs.
Lakers can be your dark horse, the freaking 8th seed.
I'm gonna go Lakers dark horse.
All right, my dark horse is the Clippers.
This guy.
Who do
you got your dark horse in the West?
Dark horse medium mouth.
You got let me do a little like segment intro just for the
dark horse in general. Or you want to do East and West?
Let's do. So, who is your dark horse NBA Finals team from the Western Conference this season?
I got the Oklahoma City Thunder making it all the way.
To the first seed. That's not a dark horse.
I mean,
no.
Like, really, are we not counting them out every time against every matchup?
Just
besides the first, that is true. I see what Gabe's
I tell you who to pick.
First seed can't be a dark horse.
Both your points. Like,
first seed,
but at the same time, I get what he's saying. Like,
other than the Pelicans, are you picking the Thunder like to win the series?
Nah.
You say that'd be my last team?
Clippers, Mavs, Lakers, Nuggets, Suns,
Timberwolves would be a dark horse.
Maybe Clippers.
I don't know.
But they're number 1 seed, but we're not giving them any respect. You feel what I'm saying?
I'll give them some respect. I've been respecting it.
Me too.
But yeah, because playoff pedigree matters. Like
5 games.
That's why
when the game slows,
they have no experience. They're barely the first seed.
All right, whatever.
When the game slows and the calls slow down,
they could have even been the 3rd seed, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
I am choosing the Los Angeles Clippers as my dark horse.
Ooh,
I got the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes, sir.
I got the Mavs, my dark horse.
Okay.
That's a good one. I like that.
I do like that too.
Mavs are favorites.
I went like
I
if
pick the Mavs, but the Lakers are dark horse for once, so I got to do it.
Nah, I got them favorites. So
East,
they're my number one.
our East dark horses. Let's go.
Damn.
That'll be tough.
The Celtics
That was
without
my
Tatum
intro.
is my
Our
dark
East
horse.
dark horses.
Nah, literally.
Do it again, bro.
The Celtics without
You can
Tatum
do
is
it.
my dark horse.
Celtics.
Yeah.
They're actually better without him.
Yeah, honestly.
In the scenario that Tatum gets hurt.
Yeah, like I still think they're
Celtics.
All right, so now we're gonna
Dark
do our
horse is
Eastern
crazy.
Conference team dark horse, right? So
Yeah, that's insane. I don't even know. Like
for me, I'm gonna pick
I
the
got
76ers.
Nah,
That's a
you
good
got
one.
it.
I shall pick the Philadelphia 76ers as well.
I was gonna pick the Sixers here, but that's boring. So I'm gonna go with the New York Knicks.
yeah.
Number 2 seed, right, guys?
I'll go with the New York Knicks. I actually thought they had a decent.
Now, but OKC's one.
They're missing their All NBA player.
Yeah, I'm going Knicks, even though they're second seed. I would have had them like
Fuck,
being
these teams
potential
stink,
finals.
bro. I can't
If they had
believe
Randall, I'd have them potential finals like with
This
the way
year,
Brunson's.
I
Yeah.
always say they're a year away, and then they trade for like Mitch or something.
It's
Nah, but
honestly the
getting-
obvious answer is Philly, but just like you guys picked them, I want it to be different.
yeah, getting
Pacers.
OG has been huge for them. You know what I mean?
Have the Knicks, to be honest.
I think fully healthy, they're like a good match for the
Celtics.
Celtics. Yeah, well at least they would get to the conference
I
finals.
want to pick the Bucks because y'all are calling them out.
But I do, yeah. My dark, I could have
if
Knicks
Giannis
dark
is
horse.
healthy, I mean, yeah, but also then they're not a dark horse if Giannis is healthy.
MVP.
Oh, yeah. Like what? If the Celtics somehow have a meltdown against the Knicks, like you know, it happened. Like the Celtics have had meltdowns. You know?
It's possible.
So it's like, and the Knicks just play out of their mind.
It is possible.
It is possible.
You stop
You
believing
love
in the
saying that
coach.
today. It is possible.
It's
Well,
possible.
because
Yeah.
anything is possible.
Tatum's good. He's obviously like a MVP caliber player, but he still has
seen him
playoff
like
questions.
fluke, yeah.
he has playoff questions.
Remember the
You know,
76ers series?
Jaylen Brown
Yeah,
has
it's terrible.
Jaylen Brown has playoff questions as well. You know,
they all
Porzingis. I
We
mean,
know
him.
what Tatum be doing in the fourth quarter on TikTok.
Yeah. On God.
The construction worker.
Tatum, we need you. Where are you?
Yeah,
That's just crazy.
Tatum, please, our team needs a bucket.
He's like this.
Nah, but,
Dude, the guy owned up to being Tatum too.
yeah, no, the nigga started playing into it. Like,
Yeah, he had a basketball and he was playing like the and one like skirt music. And he was doing like moves with it.
Yeah.
TikTok dance.
That's hilarious.
but yeah,
Jaylen Brown was
so
hilarious too. The rate.
I still
Lakers,
got,
Knicks.
yeah.
I got LA, New York, dark horse finals.
Oh, that would be fun as hell. I'm not even gonna cap.
Let's choose
But
our champions then.
Champions, like real.
dark horse
Our
champions.
dark horse champions.
Okay.
Well,
well, they would just have to be the two teams you
pick,
pick,
we
right?
have to pick one of our 2 teams
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
In my theoretical scenario, I'd pick the Thunder.
Say the like the matchup. In the
Oh yeah, for my dark horse matchup, it's gonna be OKC versus Philly, and I'm picking OKC to win that one.
For my dark horse matchup, I got the Clippers versus the 76ers, and I'm choosing the Los Angeles Clippers.
It's funny because I think last year I literally picked that to be.
I literally
the
throw
finals,
up-
like, straight up.
Yeah, I chose that too.
I think last year I picked the Mavs. I'm not sure.
I picked them.
No,
I picked Sixers and not Clippers.
We have to
I chose Sixers and Warriors. Sixers and Warriors, and I had Warriors winning.
I think I picked Lakers probably, but yeah, for my dark horse finals matchup this season, I'm gonna go with the Los Angeles Lakers and the New York Knicks, and I had the Lakers winning that one.
Yeah, my dark horse I guess would be Mavs Knicks, and I also have the Mavs winning that one.
You want Luka to?
Yeah,
Luka wins one.
I want Kyrie to win.
A lot of
conversations
conversations.
would be sweet though, huh?
Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Luka would overwhelm the Knicks.
They'd be winning them, but
There'd be a lot of different conversations on Luka if he wins a chip. That's for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure.
I mean,
he'd be up there with Yoke now.
Yeah, he deserves
top 3 player.
Even no chip, he deserves those conversations. I mean, he's in those conversations.
You have to get some accolades, bro.
I think
at the end of the day, but I'm saying like he's one young, but like
MVP voters saying like Shea over Luka, man.
Yeah. That's insane.
Sense to me,
that's insane. Yeah,
nah.
You can't look at them. Yeah, like you can't look at them and be like, oh, like Shay's averaging 30,
it's
cool, but it's like this
Steve.
dude's averaging 34 and like
Yeah.
100%. Put Shea put Luka on fucking OKC. Like what are they doing?
A lot. He has a good roster this year, man.
Like.
If he loses in the first round, then we're gonna.
They'd be like the gap would be like the Celtics in the in the rest of the West.
50 wins still, like
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's not like they're
it's just a tough year for the West. All right, let's do
real predicts.
Real
predicts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you I got battle for 18
and winners.
I got battle.
First, don't spoil it, bro.
No, I'm first. I'll go first. I got battle for 18.
You got to say Celtics versus Lakers.
Yeah, Celtics versus Lakers.
Who gets
battle
18?
for 18. Lakers, nigga. What the fuck? Come on now. I got the Lakers going all the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Bess.
I wouldn't do that, but okay. I got the Celtics taking on the Denver Nuggets this year, and I have the Denver Nuggets winning that one.
Ooh. I also have the Celtics taking on the Denver Nuggets this year, and I have the Celtics winning that one.
Yeah, me too. Celtics versus Nuggets. I got
the fuck you mean? How?
Look at him. He's an op.
No, but didn't this nigga just pick Lakers? Like how you pick the Lakers in the Nuggets series and then have Nuggets in the finals?
Wait,
like
what question that is that?
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what like.
Oh, I was looking for a clip, and then I just said what he said. But what was the question?
So
What's your finals prediction?
Your finals prediction. Who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, Celtics, Lakers win.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how does that work?
Yeah,
I just put that together.
No,
Yeah.
That was obvious. I thought that was obvious.
All right, do an intro for it too.
Quick intro.
Or you want to do one more?
Just for the TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never done
intros.
intros.
Yeah,
Let's see. What did I say? I mean,
You just want to.
Yeah,
just,
these are
our finals predictions. These are our finals
that's it.
predictions. Yeah.
all right.
However you want to do it.
That's good. That's wild. All right. These are our finals predictions.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
go.
that
Yeah.
easy. That
Yeah.
easy.
Newscaster over here.
That was a good episode today.
You're
Broke down
the
everything.
only person that got the Celtics winning this shit, huh?
Yeah.
We all got them making it, but I mean, these guys, I get it, but
Yeah.
Oh, you have the Celtics house?
If they don't yeah, I do. If they don't win it this year, this is like
Yeah,
bad.
oh God.
This is
Well,
really a
yeah.
final or bust.
what's your? I'm curious because I got the Nuggets Celtics too. Why did you pick the Celtics over the Nuggets? What do you
They've just
think's
been
the
dominant all year, and this is the year to prove it. Like they need to be hungry. They need to want it this year. That's the only thing. They need to have that dog in them, and I think they're a better roster.
I don't think they got that dog in them.
They have experience and they have the
Junior
best
White
roster.
does.
Even like Luke Cornett's even a pretty good backup center.
Yeah.
He barely plays.
And Pritchard and what's his name, Hauser are playing good. So
Yeah. And they barely play too. Like they're
Pritchard's
not
a
even.
flamethrower.
give you some. Yeah, right.
They'll
They'll give you spot minutes. They have the best roster, best team in the NBA, and I think they'll run through the East, and that's gonna give them momentum going into the finals. So.
Yeah, if they can get some rest, especially going into the finals, that'll be huge. 'Cause
Yeah.
like I
They
said,
should.
the Denver Nuggets, if they get there, they're gonna be in for a
tough.
dogfight every
Yeah.
round. Whereas the Celtics can really get through this. Like I don't want to say easily because they could. Like again, the 76ers could give them problems if Embiid's healthy, but. We look at the East, we know it's not as difficult.
Nah, man. They've been dominant all year. We already knew who was coming out from game 2.
I mean, 36 wins for the Atlanta Hawks, 10 seed in the play-in. If you had 36 wins in the Western Conference, you were
Below the Rockets.
Yes, you were the 12th seed.
Insane.
So
Put the Rockets in the East.
41 wins for the Rockets, and they didn't even make the play-in, 11th seed. And
41
wins, you would have been the 9th seed, and maybe you could have.
Shout out to Ime Udoka.
No, remember
Steven Silas was damn near the worst coach I've ever seen in my life. They barely got any wins, and they're a 41 team this year.
Yeah,
Give them their credit, bro.
Dude. They're not getting after it.
He was crying on the mic, bro. Some people just need to stay assistant coaches. No disrespect. Nah, full disrespect.
No, I'm
Because he was bad, bro.
I'm gonna say no.
You suck, nigga.
Man.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, KPJ Walden out too. Get him in control.
Huh? Did you ever get another head coaching job?
Hell no. There's no way. After that, bringing up your resume as a head coach, like doesn't help you get the job
Where
at
the hell
that
is he
point.
at now? Like on the Pistons?
Somewhere he's assistant coach. Yeah, he is on the Pistons. And look at them now.
Yeah,
He's just
goddamn.
addicted to losing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Straight up.
Pistons, you're not gonna win anyway. Whatever, brother.
Bro's
Okay,
on-
but at least develop him. It's the
Bro's
same thing
an
that happened last year.
anti-development coach.
Oh, God.
He sucks already.
Anti-development. No,
Okay.
literally.
He's win never.
He needs to go on a good team
Yeah.
or something,
To try.
right?
Yeah.
We on a win never plan.
Yeah, win never coach.
Not win now, win never. Man,
Man,
at least he was to get a job as an assistant coach forever. But
it's really
head coaching
Hey,
ain't
man, that's
for
good
you.
money.
It's
That's
really
good money.
sad
That's
the
good.
Pistons
That's a
won
good
14
living.
games, bro. It's really sad. Because like if you look at the teams that were on the same trajectory as them, the Rockets, like we were like, oh, Rockets, Pistons, they had that 1-2 pick in that draft a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We thought they would be getting at the same level, but Rockets got 41 wins, Pistons got 14.
Crazy. All coaching difference. I
Should've
mean, they
never
signed some veterans and stuff like that. But Silas wouldn't have got 40 wins in any team. So,
No, hell
to be
no.
fair.
Yeah, Ime is just like that.
Yeah, he is.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to Ime.
All right, man.
That's it.
Yeah,
Good
you're
episode
right.
today.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten dinner.
Deep analysis
Yeah,
into the
me
playoffs,
either.
round one.
Yeah,
Playoffs start tomorrow.
Playoff episode of
Sirski,
Ball Don't
Sirski,
Lie. Give us your
Sirski.
predictions in the comment section below before the game starts so you could say you were here early.
Exactly.
Let us know who you got and how many games.
Oh.
What's your favorite series as well?
Yeah. You might go on TikTok
Lakers
Live.
121, Nuggets 111 tomorrow.
We'll see. We might go on TikTok Live, give you our reactions.
If you're catching us before the games, if you're catching us after the games, go watch our clips. We'll be out on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Facts,
you for
facts,
tuning
facts.
in, and we'll see you
In person.
on the next episode of Ball Don't Lie.
I got infinity money. Clippers are going to win because of Kai Jones.
They might get a game. They might get a game.